Yeah!
Always scares me. I'm
Hello.
never ready for that face.
No, you know, no one ever go into a dark alley. You hear that laugh? It's over for you. I take him over any Spider-Man villain. But hello, welcome to the Weekly Geek, a Perc Boys edition. I am Storm and Norman Travis Snell, and I'm joined by.
I'm your friendly neighborhood caster, Kirkland Patzer.
Yeah, we actually got lots to talk about. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with Spider-Man first. Don't worry. I don't want to be, you took 45 minutes to talk about The Rock's new brand. And usually I try to plan Kirkland and I cast when there's not too much news because I save up some stuff. We still, at some point, have to go over Swift versus Michael Jackson. I still get, it's still getting comments this week. That video
We'll do a part two. We'll do a part two for sure.
There's a part 2 and a 3 because I have a follow-up to that too. There at some point. So usually I try to, but luckily everybody that tuned into our Comic-Con cast, the chat was popping off. We had a good time. So we were like, oh, during the downtime, we'll get to some Spider-Man predictions. That didn't happen at all. So it's like, okay, we got to get this out. There's lots of trailers. I send out the Patreon questions every week, which you can do. And my favorite Clay out there just hit us with a bunch of trailers. I'm seeing all these notifications.
One at a time, please.
That's certainly how it felt. Yeah.
We welcome all the trailers, but Clay, there's one in particular that I'm going to need you to defend yourself in the Discord, which you can join down below. Good time to join. But there's one particular where I'm like, most of these trailers, sometimes, and there's a few of them I haven't even heard. So I'm like, oh, this is interesting, whether I'm going to watch it, like the movie or not. I watch trailers, of course, because if you're a patron, send a question, we answer, right? Because you guys are supporting us, so that's the least we can do is answer that. So sometimes I'm like, okay, this is a very Clay trailer, or I just missed this. There's one in particular, and you'll have to wait, because we're going to do Spider-Man, Stream of Consciousness, so I have some video to show Kirkland, some Rock ones. One, I'm not sure if I'm going to show him. It like leans into a political side, but the video's not political itself. So, and then we're going to trailers, and then we got a lot of box office and whatnot to talk about. And I want to get Kirkland's opinions because we have some more rumors, but we have not heard any of his thoughts on the Comic-Con stuff because we got a new Ghost Rider and a new Black Panther. Kirkland texted me about one, said, how shite is that? And which one is it? You'll have to find out when we get to that segment. So you'll see. But yes, Kirkland, how's it going though?
It's good. It's good. I got a little vacation coming up. We got a long
All right,
weekend.
Stop for a second. All right, you know what, Jared, Peter, you get the front line here. Last time you asked a question, and I imagine you're just a troll, right? You asked a question if we were all brothers. Clearly, and this is why it's fun. I'm sure it's troll, but clearly we all different last names. Brothers from different mothers, sure. But unless it's just Taylor fucking with us, because I wasn't, but somebody was fucking with him in the House of Dragon chat. So no, I had nothing to do with that. Just someone named BT Forever. I don't know who that is, BTF. But then last time you said, "Hey, I got a surprise for you guys," and nothing came. I'm waiting. What is the surprise? Is it a gun? Is it again? I have a surprise for you guys. So you have to deliver. I'm giving you 5 minutes. It better be something juicy. If not, you're in timeout. I'm not gonna ban you, but I'm putting you in timeout. Can't spam the chat with your surprise, and there's nothing there. That's nothing worse than saying I got surprise and it falters. It's like
us on.
Yeah, leading you on. It's a bad Christmas gift. So, anyways, how you doing? We got Spidey week coming up. We got lots of stuff happening.
It's a spicy week for sure. Yeah,
Yes.
It's a long weekend coming up too. I have Friday off, and then Spidey heading on into Alberta, visit some family for the weekend, and it's gonna be a good time. I think
And then
it's
right
a
when
little
you
bit
get
cooler in the Okanagan, it's not like 37 degrees right now.
It's getting a bit
Celsius.
better now. It's livable at least. So.
Yeah.
And then pretty much when you get back, GV Day, August 8th.
I know, yeah.
Going for at
And
least
then I'm
10
gonna
hours or
blink,
more.
And then in August is going to be over. It's going to be September here pretty soon. This summer is just flying by. There's so much stuff going on. Very busy. All good stuff for sure. But I'm excited. GV Day. I hope I can round out the last. I'm glad I started this early this year on my my Golden Geeks watches, because last year I was definitely pushing it, but I feel like it's also not as many titles as last year, or at least ones I have to watch, because they kind of, Pirates of course was a crossover one, so
Yes.
there's a couple movies that I'd already kind of been prepped on because I either was going to watch them already or I just recently watched them. So it's good. Can't wait.
Yeah, no, I'm somewhat prepared for it. Luckily, it's not like the 24-hour stream, but these ones we have a few more just kind of things going around them, and it's just the scheduling. It's scheduling. There's like one event in particular. I'd say two event in particular that just lots of moving pieces, you know. So sometimes I bite off more than I can chew. And same thing with the Golden Geeks. Luckily, there's lots of things that I've watched recently, like you said, whether it's just timed with the podcast or we did it for the podcast. There's a few I do want to knock off, even though I don't know if they're really going to make a dent. I still would like to, but we do say that every year. We try to get through them all. This year was definitely the biggest list yet, too. People were putting in a lot of them, which again we appreciate. So I want to at some point, especially the ones I haven't seen or seen in a very long time, knock off. So my plan is to try and make a game plan for next week. I do have 3 days off, which I need it, man. My brain is just fried. There's just too much going on. Like when you talk about August, it's just like I've had the girls home for a month, and then already in a month they're back to school. That doesn't make sense, and it's just like, man, I'm just stressed to the gills. Luckily, as always, people don't worry about me. It's all like first world problems, so like people that are like having way bigger like life threatening stuff. Like my stresses are all little ones, so it's good, but it's just like a bunch of build. It's just like all the family stuff that going on. Babies are sick, so they're having a tough time sleeping at night. So that means I sleep less at night, which usually isn't too much of a problem. But now that I wake up at 5 a.m., it's a bit more of like a, hey, I really don't want you to wake up right now. You know, before 7, 8, oh, no problem. I can get them back to sleep, then go back to sleep. Now it's like, okay, and I've been going, but then I've been like trying to keep from the Monday to Friday 2 times a day, which is like great because I'm seeing lots of results. But man, like so much, I'm like, why did I get into this? Because I was talking about when Taylor and I were working out. I'm like, oh, but there's some people that do 2 times a day, and you know they're fucked up. Like I couldn't do that. And then I tried out for a little bit, but now I'm like, I'm sticking with it. But it's like that's like another hour and a half in the day that's gone. So yeah, I got that going on. All the GV Day stuff. I'm like pretty much ready to go, but I just gotta like export a few things, and then it's just like there's a project we started in June or July that I got to finish. There's another project that we've been pushing off for just delays. We got to start going. We were supposed to shoot in summer. We're going to shoot in fall. There's just a bunch of stuff. I got to try and have the second film done by, the September or the springtime at least, but waiting for reshoots and then waiting to confirm some stuff. There's a couple of people out of town I got to shoot some stuff with. I still got to talk to Chris about some, which I have not talked about. Then today, Chris messaged me. I forgot to upload the fucking Marvel Alliance Patreon exclusive episode. So it's just like, I have way too many plates spinning. Chris, it's going to be up tomorrow. Don't worry. Or midnight tonight. But I just like, there's just so much going on. My mind is just fried right now, man. I'm just like, and it's a good thing and not a bad thing. I don't want to like, where's the wood? I don't like knock her. And then there's Taylor. Taylor has a necessity always messaging during cast. Travis told you happens if I do 2 a week. So let's say I do 4 to 5, or no, I do like 8 to 9 a month. 7 out of those he's messaging, and it's always something. Be like, oh, did you do this? Did you do this? And where's my pay stub? It's like it's like calm down, relax. I'm gonna pay you all the same.
Where's my advance? I want my money now.
Yeah, where's my fucking money, Denny? So no, and it's a good thing. So like I said, knock on wood, we have to wait for a couple more days, but it looks like this month is at least gonna be in our top 5 ever, which is great. We've talked about it, like the glorious summer and the glorious year of 2022. We're starting to hit some of those stats again, which is great, but it also just means like there's that grind going on, right? And I always tell myself we got to grind now until December, because January and February, when people pull the ads, and it's like, okay, that's the time to like, cool out and focus more on other projects and whatnot. But right now it's just like I look at the calendar, we just went through July, and then if you pull up the GV calendar right now, you look at August, I'm like, oh fuck, man, there's so much stuff, which is great because it's going well. So that's the thing. It's just a grind, and usually I'm good with it, but I just feel like right now, because GV Day is about to happen, it's just like that grind is like the gears are like I'm slowing down. I'm like a machine that's getting rusty, and I can feel the rust building up. So luckily GV Day will happen, and that's like cool. Then we can not get through that, but I just feel like once we're there, it's like okay, we're here, everything's prepped, whatever's done's done, whatever's not done, that waits till another year, So yeah, I digress. Yeah. That's where I am.
I like it.
I don't think I have.
You're above water. You're still floating. Your pool's still doing good.
Yeah, the pool's great.
Shocked.
The pool's got no problems this year, but there's no given here that can really explain my mindset, so I just got to go with this one where I am right now. And it's like little shit today. While I'm cleaning, It's bleeding. I sliced my hand on the new blender, so that sucked. While I was inside working, I come outside. Oh yeah, we got a new one at Sharp. I come outside. I don't know why. It's great. I love her. 4-year-old Ellie just decides to tie a bunch of knots into my shoe. So then I go, okay, this is what I get to do right after work. So today it's just been a bunch of this week, I'd say, and then hopefully not next week. It's just been a bunch of little stuff. It's just notches in the belt, and I'm just, oh man, hopefully Spidey's gonna be good. Spidey better be fucking good. Yeah. You know, I better be able to sit back with a bag of corn and just enjoy myself, because I'm gonna be coming in hot on that review if it's not. If Spidey lets me down and I've been through all this shit, and again, all its first world problem stuff, it's just like almost had that and stuff, like where it's like, I'd say like we say this to the girls where there's yellow light problems and red light problems, or even green light problems. I think all my problems are like green light problems, so it's like the minority, but it's like if all the roads were green light, so both ways. So that's where it is. You ever been like that? Or when the power goes out and it's like the manned 4-way stop and it's never smooth, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Look
that's
at you
what it feels
your
like.
Road terms.
Oh yeah. I could still drive. I almost backed up the car a couple days ago because I'm parked awfully. But that's where it is. All my problems are all little stuff, but it's just like when you get a bunch just built up, it's like, man, I cannot wait. Just like I need like a Imhotep mummy rest right now, you know, just go, and then
that'll be in the fall. You got to go hard in the summer.
No, I can't though. Fall's gonna be. I gotta wait till January because November.
The girls aren't just all over the house. I feel like that kind of alleviates.
That's true. In September will be my first time in 3 years being home alone during the day, because that's the other thing too. And I do my day job, but then I'm also looking after the girls, like whatever they're getting into. I gotta make sure they got activities. I'm making them lunches. I gotta clean all that stuff. So that's where once September hits, I will be like alone here. And even then, Travis told you they're at daycare now. They're at daycare with Emily. Okay. Yeah, they went back with her. Okay. And then even Travis told you I was supposed to record one this week. I'm behind, so it's like the Lestat ranking. I'm still going to do it next week, but now I already know, it's not going to do as well because it's a week behind. Christ.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Kirk, yeah.
I was trying to get this ready.
One at a time, please.
Oh, 100%.
That's literally
yes, and like literally Lestat in season 3, it's like an art echoing life thing. That's how I feel like the pressure he gets in there. But you know what? It's been great. Kyle Goldface, he just finished season 1 and 2. Him and his girlfriend binged it. So that was great to hear. So yeah, once you get Widow's Bay, I'll start bugging you. But right now, the only bug I want to talk about is Spider-Man. We got more stuff to plug later, more things to talk about. But yeah, I'll say I got Patreon questions. I got overall questions. Don't need to. Well, I guess I got the Rotten Tomatoes score because I don't got. Usually we predict that, but where's just I'd say out of 10. Where's your excitement level for in 2 days? You'll be sitting in the theater. It's been 5 years, 4.5, but still 5 calendar years since we've been watching a live action Spider-Man. Where's the hype at right now?
It's like bubbling under the surface, like a dormant volcano. I feel like this is me anytime I'm like leading up to a vacation. Is I just like for whatever reason just don't think about it at all, and like for some reason Spidey just feels so far away still because I'm just thinking about work and like what I have to do, like get stuff done before my time off. So I'm just really focused on that right now. But then it's like you just said, 2 days away is Spidey, and 5-year wait. Yeah, it's crazy. It's super crazy. I was talking to someone at work about that today, and it was getting me more amped. Like the more I was talking about it, just because it has been so long. Can't wait to see that suit on the big screen, man. That is like the one just baseline. It's looked so amazing since the end of that last movie, and then through all the trailers, that suit looks so gorgeous. Can't wait to see like Sadie Sink in action too, just because there's been so much like, I don't know, smoking daggers like around that character. Yeah, exactly. Like it's the worst kept secret around.
Yeah,
it's the worst kept secret around. But at the same time, like I'm excited to just reveal that. Reveal that. So
it's kind of like a trope, though. I feel like I was thinking about this because someone was talking about Mysterio and the multiverse thing. I was reading like on Comic-Con Sunday, and I thought they were going somewhere else with the posts, and they didn't go there. But almost every film has had this mystery box, right? Like MJ, they weren't presenting as that, but Zendaya ended up being a mystery box, right? Mysterio's whole thing was, is he from that Earth, and is he actually have powers this time? No Way Home is Andrew and Toby is this, are they not? Yeah. And then this one. And it's funny, I feel like all those ones in the past, we knew the answer going. I think the only one we really didn't was if Mysterio was from the Earth that he said he was, but I think we all kind of thought that, okay, he's probably a fraudster. But it's funny that all these Spider-Man secrets that are right before the release, we're all kind of like, all right, we know what's going on here, but we're still like hyped to find out and see how they execute, which I am with Sadie Sink, right? To see how that all goes down. Because again, it's. Go ahead, sorry.
I'm also just excited to see her a part of the MCU now. You know, it's been a long build up and wait time. So just what they build up on here, I imagine she's going to have some significant roles going forward, especially if we get that inevitable Phoenix, the Phoenix saga that I always hate. I imagine that's going to come no matter what. If it is Jean Grey.
And I will say, everybody, I've not read or listened to any. I listened to one review. That's it. I've read like the non-spoilers, like headlines for On Tomatoes, but anything we're talking is us speculating. So I think even the post credits out there, I don't know that. Luckily, I'm pretty good on that type of stuff because now I've been watching the times I'm the worst is if I watch a podcast live on YouTube in the chat. Someone's an asshole and you just happen to see it. But now I'm using an app that gives me YouTube premium for free. I'll just say.
Interesting.
So
that
helps because I'm a big like close the whatever. So anything we're talking about is still speculation. We know nothing. So just in case someone's like, oh, you're spoiling. No, we know nothing. So.
Yeah, no, absolutely nothing. No, I'm completely blind beyond, past like the trailers. That's all I've really seen on this. I haven't read anything. I haven't like looked into any leaked information, and it's kind of a nice place to be. Even though I always think that these Sony trailers just reveal so much. Mm-hmm. You know me, I'm always just so upset with like how much they showed around like the Peter and MJ dynamic. Even Ned, I'll throw that name in there. Now I totally understand why you have to have Zendaya all over these movies because she just sells tickets, and that whole dynamic between Tom Holland and Zendaya mirroring like the MJ and Peter, like people just love that chemistry of those two. So I feel like they would go see this movie because of that. Yeah. And if she's just not anywhere to be seen, it's just a lot harder ticket to sell. But yeah,
plus, I feel like now with all the stuff they're doing and all the promotion, I feel like we would have kind of figured it out, right? Like I'm assuming that she still would have been doing the red carpet and all that type of stuff, but it's very much been the same as before. It's Tom, Zendaya, and Jacob Batalon, or however you say his last name. I can't remember it. But like it's those three, right? It's the same rigmarole. So I don't know how much they're going to be in the actual film. There's a lot going on. But I think we would have been like, oh, they're in this a lot. So it's almost like the previews. I'm kind of happy they confirmed it because then not that I would be mad in the movie, but a little disappointed because I'm like, okay, they're not doing the let's give Peter Parker a break. It's going to be probably first 10 minutes. He's watching MJ and they're interacting or he's almost interacting, right? So it's like, okay, this is going to be a big theme. And at least the one thing I can say that semi-yes helps it doesn't help it from movie to movie, but at least it has been 5 years in real time, right? So it does feel like, okay, even if the next movie, it's, hey, MJ's back in the character's life, it has been a while. So it's not like you can't say the character hasn't felt it. I would be more pissed if it was like a year or two later and Spider-Man came out in 2023. It's like, well, it's only been that where now it's like, okay, it's been 5 years. So yeah, I guess Peter has been through the shit missing her, right? So
if it was like, for example, Mando says goodbye to Grogu.
Absolutely.
And Grogu comes back and Boba Fett. And then next time you see Mando, they're just back together.
Yeah, everything's fine. Yes, that's the most egregious. I'm glad you brought that up as an example. So
I also feel like part of me is just still just cursed from that Far From Home trailer where I thought it was like great trailer up until the point that they just had you're Spider-Man, obviously. Like just that. I was so bitter about that, and I feel like I still kind of am.
Did you ever see the third trailer they put up for this movie?
For this one?
Yeah.
Maybe.
All right, I'm going to bring it up right now. No, I'm joking. Okay. That I think actually, no, you did because we saw Odyssey. That's the one where it was the best of trailer where we're showing them like in the trilogy growing up. Yeah. And there's a few new scenes. So you got to give them that credit where they're
I turned to Hidalgo during that and I'm like, imagine if you haven't seen any of these movies before and you're just getting them all fucking just spoiled.
It's a big movie. Or someone's saying it's a huge movie. They're like, that's a lot of years to cover. Spider-Man in the high school years, right? They're doing the Raimi. But I applaud them for that because I think there was like a new Hulk scene, a new this, but that was the right way to go for a final trailer. And also maybe they just felt like once they saw the tracking, which we'll talk about, I think they're like, we're good. Like like this movie's selling gangbusters. We don't need to say anything more. And I said that multiple times, right? And that's why I think even without the secrets, I think the trailers have been just fine. So that's where I don't know where my excitement is at. So it's interesting. Not that I care about this, because there's many movies. I've talked about this before. Hook, on Rotten Tomatoes, and one of all time's favorites, right? But funny enough, it's at 90% certified fresh, so it's great for the critics. That is actually the lowest Tom Holland Spider-Man movie, which is kind of funny. It's been bouncing back. It started 93, went to 88, so that's been interesting. So I can't really gauge it from that, because I don't know, is it like something different, and that's why a few people are met on it. I think from what I've seen and what I think we all worried about, I think the biggest criticism this movie's going to have is maybe too much going on, which is like, it could be, right? Because if Sadie Sink is Jean Grey, to me that has to be like a sizable, even then it's sizable because Sadie Sink, she's building up. But if it's Jean Grey and an X-Men, that has to be a sizable portion of this movie, right? You can't just willy-nilly introduce your first MCU X-Men. It's just kind of there, right? You got her, you got Hulk, you got Punisher, you got the guy from Severance / Mission Impossible, the sub-scene, you got MJ Ned, you got Scorpion, you got the Hand, you got whatever else is going on.
Got Scorpion. You barely got Scorpion.
I think I think you're gonna fight him twice. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
so.
I think he's gonna pop up. Yeah, so I think it's gonna be okay. So yeah, I think that's the only where I have is there too much going on, and is it gonna be one of those that the movie starts to sing, but then they have to serve too many masters? Like, well, we got to make sure we set up Punisher for his next arc, and we got to make sure we set up Sadie's. And not saying those are wrong things, but will they flow or not flow, which I don't know. I think one of the best cases of them flowing is like a setup and it's still finishing, not for the Avengers, but it's like Civil War, where so many resolutions happen, but it feels like T'Challa was set up nicely, and Peter was set up nicely, and where Black Widow was going is nicely, even though we got her film, what is it, 5 years later, and it's still prequel that. But I think that to me is the best example of moving something forward while bouncing about it stuff. So I think that's where I'm just looking for. I think I'm still definitely gonna enjoy it. I think for me, I'm thinking this is like, I'll be disappointed if it's not an 8 or higher. That's where my kind of bar is at. I know someone might be like, oh, that's kind of high. I don't relatively think so, because I have Spider-Man Homecoming and Far From Home in like the 7.5 range, and then No Way Home I have it at a 10. And this, so I think that's like right in the middle. And what I've seen from just what we talked about with some of these shots, these tribute to the comic books, Spider-Man, the suit, the way he's acting as far as seeing a bit more downtrodden, I think they can hit on something. So I think I got a good gauge where I'm expecting it to be a good Spider-Man movie, but not the best, and also not like a top 10 MCU. If it is, great. Who knows? Because like Fantastic Four, I don't know if it's in my top 10, but it's right there. Same as the Thunderbolts. So they've done it recently. So I don't discount them pulling it off.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think I'm right there with you on the 8 out of 10. I think it's a good number to kind of be at. I was thinking of going higher just because I really do love this the Home trilogy series that we've been on with Tom Holland and crew. This one is like kind of a wild card for me though, because it's like, because of the reset and kind of where Spider-Man is, I'm like a little bit worried that I won't necessarily love how that's kind of handled, but I don't know. There's just kind of a gloomy cloud over my head on what's giving me those thoughts. But overall, like I am still expecting to really enjoy the character dynamics. I kind of have low expectations with Frank. Like I'm
am
hoping,
too. I'm worried about. Were you around when I was talking about? Oh, you weren't on Comic-Con. I'll just like. I don't think it's too big a spoiler, but I'm gonna say I think this helps you to prep it. It's just obviously Spider-Man and Frank have a scene with the Hulk, right? And it was in this TV spot, and this scene was going around. It was in the Marvel Discord, so you might even saw it. Actually, I think you laugh reacted, so I think you saw it. There's just an image of when Hulk pops up, and Frank's just like, whoa, whoa, and he looks like scared out of his life. Now, granted, I'm not sitting here saying that the Punisher should be able to take on the Hulk, nor should he not be surprised. But the way Bernthal sold it in that scene, I was like, I don't know, man. And I think this is really going to put it to the test, because I don't know if I speak here. I love John Bernthal.
I don't want to see Frank Castle looking like this. That's for sure.
I think you're seeing that in 2 days. I love John Bernthal. I don't agree with everything that the guy has ever said or done. You know, like
don't take naps. Don't fuck with
no,
naps,
no.
man.
That's fine. I really didn't like his kind of like trying to rehab the image of Shia LaBeouf. I really didn't like that that tour. And I get
fair.
it's your friend, but like, I don't know, man. I think we all kind of call that and
That's
look
a
what he's
choice.
up to now. Yeah, it's a choice, right? But I think for me, I've always just had, maybe I'm wrong. I've just kind of had a bit of a bullshit meter on the whole, like, well, I'm only going to do Frank if it like does the character justice, right? And like, it's a great thing to say. I feel like Spider-Man's
He saw
gonna
those money. He saw those money dollars.
I think Spider-Man's really gonna put to the test because I've said this before. People were fucking shocked when I would say this or be fine. They'd be like, I could still buy Punisher in a PG-13 world. Like, give that to me enough, and there's a way. I want Berthold back. You can make it work. Like Punisher's in the Spider-Man animated series in the '90s, and that works there. That's fine with me. But I just feel like the one last kill Punisher to what we're gonna maybe get here. I don't know. Like, I'm just interested. Like, how much is he gonna be maybe quipping? How, like, because I just feel like the few times we've seen him, he just seems like a bit more upbeat. I'm like, I feel like after one last kill, that's not where I left him, right? So I do agree somewhat where it's like, oh yeah, I didn't come back for Daredevil Born Again because the image wasn't there. It's like, okay, but at the same time, it's like Kurgan said, or was it just the bag wasn't there, or was it kind of there, and then things changed along the way, and then you're like, okay, I'm definitely locked in. I really don't know, right? I don't know the man. This is just going to be the test. I'm very curious to see people's reaction because I see so many people throw that up as oh, he's one of us. He wouldn't do it if they didn't do this, and we'll see what happens here. And I really don't want him to be misused because I was disappointed with one last kill. I guess the good thing is at least I hope the general audience likes him, and then that means we can get more of them in whether it's shows or movie. But I really, those are two things to me. If Sadie Sink is Jean Grey, which I think she is, I think they have to nail that introduction. And I really want them to use Punisher right. As we've talked about before, I don't want just like even have you seen the scenes of them arguing? Like where are you for you do that? Like
When he webs him, or a different one?
No, it's a different one. So I don't think you've seen that, but it's them arguing. And I just like, I just need a scene where like, are they gonna ever talk about their differences of how they crime fight and everything like that? So like that will definitely be
Probably not.
full. And that's what to me is super disappointing. And that's where I could see myself going lower below an 8, where I go, there's too much here, and there's not. Like, it's great that Punisher's in this, but if we didn't use him correctly, was it worth it? Because now it's like, well, he's just kind of around. I don't know. Again, we'll see. I've had these worries before. We've been around the MCU. I remember when Guardians 2 was coming out. I didn't like any of those trailers. It's like, oh, I don't think I'm going to like this movie. I end up loving it. It's arguably my favorite of them. So you never know till you're sitting there in the theater. It's just little fears I have because, like, obviously, again, this saga has not been without its massive bumps, right? So,
Yeah, I think Frank is probably like one of the highest things I'm kind of worried about in this movie, which is crazy to think about because it's just such a long time coming for specifically John Bernthal's Punisher.
And Punisher and Spider-Man to share the screen
Punisher
together.
and Spider-Man
Live
together.
action.
Like, that's
it's nuts.
Exactly. That is nuts. And I do like what you said there. Like, I hope it hits with the general audience and we just get more of him because just picturing that dynamic of like if John Bernthal sticks around with this Punisher character, and it is just a more PG-13 setting, but they do it right. They're not trying to do too much with it to make it just seem super campy. Having Punisher with like the future X-Men and like other characters like that's just kind of a fun idea. Yeah, exactly.
Two
like
veterans.
And then maybe if you don't get those, like seeing the differences between the two characters in this movie, maybe you get it further down the line and it's done better with someone like a Cap or even though you could do it with all of these types of heroes because it is just such a different type of hero. Frank Castle, the Punisher, of course, to what we're used to seeing.
And also then too, I hope if there is like if we watch this and we feel this Punisher's a lot different than the other stuff, then I wish they just used one last kill to exist there. You know, I wish they used it as like, hey, we're gonna evolve him a little bit, and I don't know, but
he's just fallen from the rooftop, lands on a
Spider-Man catches him.
Unit.
He lands like Gwen Stacy, but he survives. He survives.
He's tough.
I'm
tough
okay.
as nails. Yeah. The last thing I wanted to say on the movie that I'm really hoping these action scenes like really hit.
I think we're good there. Yeah,
with some of the slow-mo scenes that they showed off in the like in the trailer, I was really vibing with, especially like the with the hand and like in the prison sequence or whatever. Like, I hope those scenes are really memorable for me and just makes the rewatch that much better.
Yeah, I have no doubt because of Shang-Chi that it's going to deliver there. That's one of the highlights of that movie, right? So, yeah, I'm looking forward to the hand. I'm looking forward to, even if it is Jean Grey, because we know they'll do the classic, like, they're opposed and got to fight. what does that fight look like? Because again, say what you want to, Spider-Man's an all-timer hero, but Jean Grey should be able to dismantle him pretty easily, like with her. But
he's gonna make like a Magneto helmet out of web,
maybe,
like,
yeah, over his ears. But again, what I've theorized is I think
wax in the ears.
Well, yeah, and that's the. Ah! She's just showing him MJ getting banged by that new boyfriend. He's doing the whole Matt Damon thing. And I guess that's where I've theorized too. I am completely fine if this is a Jean Grey that doesn't have full control of her powers. Because then that explains why she couldn't beat Spider-Man, why she couldn't just mind fuck him and be done with it. The other thing I guess I really want to know, like I'm sure they'll show us in the movie, if Frank is protecting Jean Grey, which we've kind of there's been rumors about, we've seen set photos. I really want to know that meetup, because that's something where it's like, I don't care about that at all, where people go, oh, well, Punisher and Jean Grey, that's kind of a, that doesn't make much sense. Why is that? Like, don't get me wrong, it is weird, but I don't mind those weird connections and make something new. Even Jean Grey being in a Spider-Man movie, people go, oh, why are they gonna, it's just so funny, right? Because so many people die on these fucking hills. There's like I'll just say I'm only in 2 Discords. It's ours, and then there's another Discord I'm in that's like has to do with like some scoopers and whatnot. And there's people in there, and there's some, and I just have to remind people, sometimes they just talk so surely about like things with the comics and this and that. And I remember that being a big thing, like, oh well, they'd never put Jean Grey in Spider-Man because they don't own that movie, and what are they gonna do there? Like they would never have the first Jean Grey appearance in this movie. One, I think you're about to live that, but two, as we've seen this tracking, why wouldn't they? And I think we talked about that many times before, right? But just because it looks more like cemented, it's like it's gonna be one of the biggest movies of this decade. Why wouldn't you debut your first X-Men there? Because at the end of the day, you're still getting an X-Men movie where Sadie Sink's there. The audience doesn't think about this the same way we do when they're like, oh, they just think Spider-Man's a Disney fucking movie. And two, in the States, they have a deal where the Sony movies, I think they go on Netflix right away for like a year, and then they end up on Disney Plus. So like, you're going to be watching it one day, and the Spider-Man tab's going to be there with that movie. So it's one of those things where it's just funny that people were so cemented on that, and it looks like it's going to happen. And yeah, I want to know why, how did Frank and Jean Grey interlink? And maybe she's the reason. Maybe she's the reason he's more lighthearted. Maybe in 1 season of Daredevil, 2 seasons of Punisher, 1 season of Born Again, and then one last kill when he's always like, hey, you missing some parents? Maybe Jean's finally the one that he kind of adopts, right? And that softens him up. So we'll see. Or maybe she does
scrambles his brain.
So well, I didn't even think about that though. How much, not a goofball, but how many times has Jean Grey kind of relaxed the brain of Wolverine, right? And soothed him, and maybe, don't get me wrong, if that's how they hand wave it, I'm like, oh, I've been through some stuff, but Jean, she really helped me. I'll go all right, I want at least a line or two of why Frank's acting different than nothing. If that's what they go for, sure. It's a little easy, but there's precedent, right? She's used that on Logan to help him, so why not Frank, who's a similar character who's been through a bunch of PTSD, right? So
I'm just picturing at one point Spider-Man notices he's got a scar on his head. He's basically the guy that was lobotomized from Planet of the Apes.
Cut his brain out. You
and he's just so goofy now. He's totally just quipping and giggling all the time. Just totally Dumb and Dumber character.
God, man,
I hope it's done well. I hope it's done well for sure.
I want to watch that again. I fucking love that first movie, man. It's just so good. So
Dumb and Dumber?
No,
or Planet of the Apes.
Planet of the Apes. Not Dumb and Dumber is so good too, but Planet of the Apes is just it's a great one.
Oh, yeah.
We refer to that on Comic-Con. I'm not sure. Do you listen to that all or anything?
No, I didn't.
So I don't know if it goes too long, I won't bring it up, but David had a good catch while we were watching it. And all of a sudden the panel, David Johnston walks up, and I'll just bring it up. Winston Duke, who plays M'Baku, he's fucking massive right now.
He's a big boy.
GV big. So David brought up this clip. He's like, look when he hugs David Johnston. He swallows him up. It looks like not even bigger. And it was. I brought that meme. I'm like, it's literally the Charlton Heston Planet of the Apes 2 thing. That's what it looked like. And I was like, man, if I was David Johnston, I'd be like, I gotta fucking get to the gym right now. Like Winston Duke is in impressive shape right now.
Great
so that's
genetics,
why, yeah. So
that
that's why
guy.
when we were joking last week about like him being taller than the thing, it's like I guess he is. Like Winston Duke is just a fucking like specimen sort of thing. But
We need an edit of this as M'Baku
we
holding
do.
the thing.
I'm sure we could use AI, but I'll try not to. But yeah, and a big thank you to everybody. Like I said, we got to see at the end of the month, but I think this month's going to be in our top 5, so we're very grateful for that. Odyssey's our second biggest review of the year, which knocked off. I forgot to update you, Kirkland. The Euphoria series finale was our second before Odyssey came in, but that climbed to number 2, which is
It's a surprise
crazy.
to be sure, but a welcome one.
We almost gave up on that series. That's crazy
We
that
really
happened.
did.
So thank you for that. But we got that, and then even and the Avengers Doomsday trailer within like a few days, top 10. That's our number 8 for the year. I think that's still climbing. So again, big thank you to everyone that's been listening, liking, spreading. That helps a lot because obviously we understand if times are very tough. If you can't support us on Patreon, get the ad-free content, exclusive content. If you just like the video, retweet it, tell a friend, whatever, it helps us out tremendously. So we really appreciate all the times, and looking forward to GV Day happening soon. But yeah, we got some questions here, and I got some more from you. Kind of like what you're saying, Kirkland. Superman Mike says, I'm most excited to see the creativity between Desolate and Kren brings to the swing and the fights. Yeah, the swing already has looked like it's like trouncing the Homecoming trilogy, I'd say.
Trouncing. What a word.
That works, right?
Trouncing?
Yeah.
Is that a word?
Trouncing? Yeah. Search
I'm not
up
going to
trouncing.
Google it. I'm not
Okay.
going to Google it.
That's
I
a
believe
word. John Watts dropped the wall on that aspect in the last 3 for me. Yeah, big time. I don't think Peter ever had that, and then look, it's like the Taylor thing. Clay sends me a message, massive paragraph. Clay, I'm gonna get to it in a second, but and he takes it too because I said, I got some. I say like, there's Catherine Bigelow. She's known for Oscars and populist movies, and he's like, well, other than these two, what other popular? It's like those still count. They're still populist movies. They still count. You can't take those away from me, but that's fine. But yeah, I think those are gonna look great. Sunju says, will Spider-Man Brand New Day explain mutants in 616? Let's take our first ad break, and then we'll discuss that right after. We'll be right back. And we're back. I really don't know. Because I don't know why or how Jean's here, right? Is Jean here because it's just the X-Men have started, the mutants have started, the mutant Jean started, and people are popping up? Is she from like a different universe if she's here? So I know it's a boring answer. I don't know. I'll just take the easy answer and say no. David, you fucking bastard. Him and Brent and Chris, they got the early screenings. They're seeing it tomorrow. So enjoy.
Son of a bitch. Get out of here.
But there you go. That's also my weekend. We got Spider-Man, and then this weekend, because you're gone, I got the Gimmick on Saturday, Gimmick on Sunday, and Game of Thrones on Sunday. It's just like
Are you
or
caught
wait,
up on Game of Thrones?
is it you gone or it's you gone? No, I'm not. I'm 2 behind, so I gotta get
I won't say
going. But
Don't look
no,
at the
I
memes.
don't think. Yeah, I'm excited to watch and listen to them at some point. So I had it muted. When you guys told me the person in the chat, I had to come look and I had it muted because I don't want to get spoiled. But I saw you chuckling a couple times. So, Brand New Day, Mutants Explained. I'll just say no. I think they will wait till either Secret Wars or X-Men to do the full kid caboodle. I think this will just be that's Jean Grey and everyone knows the fucking name, and that's good for now.
I don't think they really even have to explain anything like with her power. Like she could just be powered, and we're just going to be going along with our lives here. I mean,
because even mutant genes is just puberty. That's what happens. You hit puberty, you get powers.
Yep. Yeah, and like we've already tackled a couple mutants already at this point in time, so
yeah,
I think it could still just be trickling until you get to that big movie where there's multiple, and then that's where they kind of want to unpack that onion.
Yeah. Has he signed on for next Spider-Man movie? I don't know, but I imagine so. The way he's talking, the way this is tracking. Yeah. Which not great for Shang-Chi 2, but that movie's not happening. Let's be honest. They're fucking announcing a Ghost Rider movie, and Shang-Chi 2 is still over there collecting dust. Like
over there, Blade.
Still over there, Blade. Yeah, it's still at least got a movie, right? Do you think the DODC will play a big role in the next? Yeah, because that's like the anti-mutant task force, Kirkland. So it's like, I would think so. Like, and I think that makes. I can't remember what their fucking the DODC stands for, but I think that's probably better than doing like the Friends of Humanity, because I feel like. Don't get me wrong. I would like them to. What?
Nothing.
Yeah, what? I would like them to. I've said I want X-Men to go hard on the politics, the real life stuff, the real life stuff. But I feel like Disney would be, oh, Friends of Humanity, like that's too close to like other things that are in real life right now, in my opinion. You know?
Yeah. What if they call them the Incredible Crime Enforcement? ICE for short.
Well, they didn't call him that. But Daredevil season, whatever that was
Yeah.
ICE, right? That was going on.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
I think another question here, but I will ask you as we end this off. So right now there was a third party box office projector tracking, right? And they said that this is tracking anywhere from 700 to 800 million this weekend. So not domestic, but like the global thing. Sony came out today and said we're looking at 460 to 500. They're being very light because even No Way Home, I'll bring up the stats, that made 600 million. So it's within that ballpark. So one I'm going to ask you, I guess I'll ask you the two things here. I don't even need a specific number. One, will it beat, let's start with this. Do you think it's going to beat No Way Home opening weekend?
No.
Okay.
What was? Hold on. Let me look some of these things.
No Way Home was like 260, and right now this is tracking from 260 to 300, which is fucking crazy.
Wow. Okay. That changes things.
That's why I didn't tell you that before. I wanted the answer.
It's hard to believe it would because there's so much hum and camoodle, whatever you want to call that, for Andrew.
Hum and camoodle? What the fuck does that
know.
mean?
I don't know what that saying means, but some hubbub. If you want to use that word.
Yeah.
Now I guess like the thing with No Way Home is like I understand why it had the legs it did because of that. So like once people kind of probably knew that those characters were in, like after the initial weekend, maybe that's where it really started to rise. Whereas this movie might be the opposite.
Guess who's
it
in
might
it?
be the opposite. It might be the opposite
Yeah.
though. It might be like a really high peak and then it doesn't have the legs because there isn't as many like crazy reveals.
But is that what you're taking? If you're pizza been someone?
I know, right? Like that's.
I'm taking the
that's
legs.
Interesting.
I think people.
Like what? It's gonna do better.
Okay, here's the thing. So I think it's going to, no matter what, have good legs. I did not think that before.
Yeah.
With the tracking, I think I've just kind of gone, I guess it is. And we talked about that in the Marvel Discord because we were like, why? You know, because like you don't have the returning people. You don't even have anyone as like a big villain. And like all due respect to Sadie Sink, she's like, even Tom Cruise is struggling to open movies, right? So it's like she's just starting out, like not just, but you know she's building to be a star, right? So she's not like a huge massive draw. So it's not her. We were talking like I was throwing stuff like, is it just because it's been 5 years and people miss the character, which does give me hope because I think we talked about this a couple weeks ago with Batman 2 being delayed. Now with this doing so well in the tracking and probably the weekend coming up, this does make me feel better about that because I was like, man, like 5 to 6 years, like are people going to care? But now with this, it's been 5 years since. But it's Batman though. Batman had
Spidey. Spidey's more family friendly than Batman.
Sure, but who had $2 billion movies first? Batman. He beat Spidey to Dark Knight Rises.
You're only as good as your last performing movie.
I agree with you. I'm saying things can change, and I also think that the Batman series, that vibe does not go for $1 billion like that vibe, right? Where I feel like the Dark Knight, even though it's still heady and lots of talking, way more family friendly. But I'm just saying that like Batman can have that juice too, depending on the circumstance. Spider-Man didn't get a $1 billion movie until 2019. Nolan did that shit in 2008, and he did that shit in 2012. 2012.
Nolan a Spidey script.
Fuck,
$1 billion
man.
MCU movie.
God damn. No. Him and Disney would
and
clash.
put Frank Castle in it too.
Oh my, yeah.
It's just fucking.
Well, he's got his cast. He's got
Zendaya,
and he's got Zendaya.
What's his name?
Fuck.
Menelaus.
Who would you actually? You know what? Even though, like, if they brought her in, I still want Coleman, but if it wasn't Coleman, Matt Damon would be an incredible Norman Osborn, man. He would be fucking so good.
He would actually, that would be like an Oscar-winning performance.
That's good.
He would totally sell you on, like, the good guy Norman. And then
100% that switch?
When that switch happens, it would be so gut-wrenching. I'm getting chills right now. I'm not even kidding.
That sucks. I was going to say, you can get his son to play Harry, but you can't because that's Tom Holland. Who's another young guy? You get whoever that guy who they cast as young Rob Pattinson, who they did a good job in Odyssey, like that can be his Harry. Everyone check out. We're going to do for a bread and butter
Austin
tomorrow.
Abrams will be Harry.
Is he a Nolan guy? You think Nolan likes Austin Abrams?
He will after Resident Evil. He's going to love him after that.
Oh, no. You know who he'd get?
Who's that?
Interstellar. Timmy Chalamet. He's worked with him before.
Oh my God, is Harry Osborn across from Tom Holland?
Yeah, and then they can
Holy shit!
They can really play up those memes. Remember
and the Zendaya?
Yes, remember the Dune marketing when everyone's like, "Oh, Timothy really wants Zendaya and he can't have her." Yeah.
This is spicy. What we're cooking here.
I'm gonna try and remember this. What we should do tomorrow? We're recording a bread and butter for patrons that are producers. So the Phase 4 tier. We're recording. We're looking at all the actors that were rumored to play Spider-Man, whether it's in Tobey era, the Tom era, or the Andrew, and then the villains, and we're gonna rank them. I'm gonna try and remember to say this topic, and we'll get the boys and we'll recast, like pick all the Odyssey cast people and who could be in the next Spider-Man, like who could Lupita be, who could John Leguizamo be. So we're gonna stop there. You got to tease it. So that's Reason. That's an exclusive episode right there. Join the tier, and that's gonna be a fun one. We're gonna look at all we're gonna watch Josh Hartnett's audition for Spider-Man. I'm not sure if you've ever seen that before.
No.
Yeah, it's out there. So yeah, is it Josh Hartnett? No. No, Josh Hutcherson, sorry. Josh Hutcherson's.
That's what I pictured when you said that.
Have you seen that one before?
I don't think so, no.
Okay, there you go. We're going to do that. Yeah. So, and this is where I was going to bring up. So I was saying okay, anyways, we're talking about, the Nolan. But I'm just saying Batman can have that juice too, right?
Yeah.
Do I think the DCU Batman's going to have that juice? No, I do not. But I'm just saying it all depends at that time, because look at Spider-Man. It's still hitting 700 million, but in the Amazing era, you can have times, right? I think even though people can have their issues with Spider-Man, that Homecoming trilogy was overall good quality, I think, for the general audience, to great to love to even good. So that's where way better than Amazing. You got Holland and Zendaya that I think have grown in stock, both acting and as people. So far, they've had no big controversies to make you dislike them. Zendaya just seems like a very fun person. And then Tom Holland, I've said this before, I feel like he's the guy that you want to go get dinner with, to hang out with or date, if you're into him or not. It's the Sable and WWE.
If he ever brings it together.
Exactly. Yeah, it's the Sable WWF in the 90s, The men come to see the men come to see me and the women want to be me. That's the thing Tom Holland has,
The women want to be me?
Yeah, cuz she was just search Sable WWF 90s.
Okay. I didn't hear you say Sable. So I thought you were talking about Tom Holland.
Yeah, he said that in a press. He's really egotistical now. No.
Want to be with me.
And then the two other things though that Mike's bringing up, which I agree, you got to remember, COVID was still happening in No Way Home, so there's still people that either didn't want to go out.
Wow.
Or remember, I can't remember in America, but here in Canada, if you were not vaccinated, you could not see a movie. We had to present our badges to get scanned and go in. So, and I know multiple people that did not see that movie, right, in the theaters. And then also, you got to remember, that movie did not have China, which Spider-Man can be very big in. This movie has China. So I agree with Mike.
Oh my gosh.
It could have passed to it, which is not the case all the time, because some movies nowadays, it's not in the 10s where North American movies just always killed in China. Now, because they kind of have their own movies, it's a bit more hit or miss. But you look at something like Zootopia 2, that's why it's the biggest MA movie all time, because they fucking love those animals, right? So I when there's some factors, still at the same day, if you would have talked to me before Tracking came out, I would have said that it was gonna. If it didn't beat No Way Home, it'd be very close. If that was 1.9, this would be 1.8 or something. If it beats No Way Home, granted it could be 1.97, but that's within the 2 billion striking distance, and that's the question: can it hit 2 billion? I don't know. And to put it in perspective, if it hits that 800 tracking for the global opening weekend, it beats Spider-Man No Way Home. That made 600 million. In Avengers Infinity War made 640 million. And then Endgame, which is crazy, made 1.2 billion in one weekend. But it would make it the second biggest opening of, $1 billion in one weekend. But that's where you want to talk about the Batman juice. You can't deny the juice of the MCU, Tom Holland, all this stuff. Batman, the last one, still COVID, but still made 770. If this movie makes fucking 800 million in one weekend, clears Batman in a week, I don't know. And I think just in the way we're going to talk about a bit later, but in the way that now Odyssey's tracking to hit 1 billion, I don't know. I would not pizza bet anybody, but I'm feeling confident. I think it's going to cross 200 or 200. I think it's going to hit 2 billion. Because what did Zootopia finish at? Let me just check this. Utopia.
No idea.
That didn't hit the
The
2 billion.
movies are
Why
back,
did it?
man. Holy moly.
Well, some of them are. Look at Supergirl. Look at same thing.
I love that movie.
Yeah, same thing. Zootopia at 1.87. So the 2 billion, that's like the MCU's back juice. Yeah, just like what Kurt was saying. It's the theater thing. Like that 2 billion, that's tough. Like let me just search how many, because I know there's what Infinity War. Actually, I don't even know. I know there's what 2 Avatars, Endgame. How many movies?
James Cameron.
I'll ask you. Where do you think this is finishing at?
It's pretty crazy. When you were giving me some of those numbers, I feel like that really shifted my thoughts. I always thought this would hit 1 billion. Like, yeah, I just feel like that's where we're at with Spidey and the popularity.
Oh yeah,
and whatnot.
I always thought 1.5 to me was like the minimum. In my
opening
opinion.
weekend numbers really shook me though. Like I always thought that this movie would have the legs, but like that kind of changes things. Where the higher end of close to 2 billion, I think that's actually pretty realistic, which is insane.
To give you some more information, so obviously the 2 Avatars did it. Infinity War did do it. It was 2.04. Force Awakens was 2.07. Titanic 2.2, and then Nisa 2. So there's been 7 movies that have hit 2 billion. The most recent being Avatar.
Nisa 2.
Nisa 2, that animated movie, and the most recently being Way of Water. So. Yeah, the question is, can it beat Nisa 2? Well, yeah, because that's 2.1. That's a tough one. So I think for now, my gut, I think I'm gonna say yes, or within striking distance. That's why we're not pizza bet anybody.
Answer.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pizza bet anybody because it could be a little under. You never know, because who knows? But I don't think the movie's gonna, because I was gonna say, maybe people walk away, wasn't that good? I don't think it's gonna be so bad. Even if I have my grievances with it, I don't think it's gonna be so bad that people be like, oh, that new Spider-Man movie. No, I don't think.
Yeah, nobody go see it. Nobody go see it. If you haven't seen it already, don't go see it.
No, I don't think I don't think it's gonna be like some like Brave New World or something like that, right? So, if you ask me, I'm gonna say yes. What's your final answer? On 2 billion. And if not, where is it then?
Yeah, like if it's not, I think it's like 1.9. Like I think it's right there. So just for the sake of the argument, I think I will join the 2 Billy Club on that. Mm-hmm. That's crazy. Right. I feel like that should be like a low percentage chance of happening. But I mean, just with all the facts you just spat at me, I'm gonna be optimistic and side with the 2 Billy. That'd be insane. That'd be insane though. Like my gosh.
Well, No Way Home did 1.9 though.
Yeah, I know, but that was like.
I agree. Had the buffers of that, but again, also
lightning in a bottle, getting Willem Dafoe back. Yeah. You got Doc Ock. You got I guess Jamie Foxx.
That's why I thought I would have not done this. But again, same thing. Didn't have China, right? COVID, so there's other things, and again, made the
big factor.
The idea of missing Spider-Man that's a big thing, right? It's 5 years from then. So, Maddie, we gave you that. Maddie asked 3 questions, final box office predictions for that and Odyssey. We'll talk about Odyssey in a little bit. How surprised you are, scale 1 to 10 to see these kind of numbers they are putting up? We'll wait for Odyssey. 1 to 10. That's tough for a surprise. I guess for me, I know it sounds dumb, but I'll say I'm a 10 for it passing No Way Home. That's why I'd say I'm surprised. I would never think it would not do well. And some of these numbers, it's just like how well it's doing. But like I said, I thought 1.5 was always like the minimum for Brand New Day. So I would have thought it would never beat No Way Home. So on that scale, I'm a 10. I'm very surprised that it could. And again, these are the projections, right? But I'm surprised that it's even in the conversation of beating No Way Home. If you were to tell me, hey, it's going to finish like 100 million, I'd go, okay, maybe the movie's really good. It's summer. Kids are seeing it. Good word of mouth. But if you're going to tell me it's going to match or beat it, I would have, like I said, 2 months ago, I would take that pizza bet in a second. I would have been out of pizza.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I'm right there with you on that one. I think the No Way Home comparison, I just never thought it could match that. For me, the biggest one though is that opening weekend number prediction of 800. That's so high. So clearly people are frothing at the mouth to get back into the movie for Spider-Man. I don't know. I just with how it was left with No Way Home, with everyone kind of forgetting who he was, and just it seems like we're really shifting the era of the character.
But maybe that's it too. Maybe like we talk about this all the time. Maybe John's really like I've thought back to that twist. I go, you know what, this might be dumb. We'll see how it gets played out. But when you look at all the particulars and like, oh, well, they just sell photos of him, like it doesn't make sense. it doesn't really work. But the GA doesn't think that way. They just, oh wow, everyone forgot Spider-Man,
True.
and they moved on. So maybe for 5 years they've just been wondering what's that gonna be like, right? As like that plot line. So maybe people just dug that, you know?
They dig it.
They dig it. All right, let's take our. Oh, wait a second. No, sorry, Maddie has one more here. Oh, fucking A. I closed the tab. Hang on, I got it here. Come on here. Okay, what percentage would you give? What percentage would you give for the chance one of them tops Doomsday if the Avengers review / word of mouth disappoints? So he was talking about both Spidey and Odyssey. I don't think Odyssey, because I think Odyssey, if it's tracking to hit $1 billion, which is really good, because it's 700 this weekend coming up. That's its third weekend. I still think it's going to finish at like a 1.1, 1.2. I know I'm bullish on this more than a lot of people. I think for me, I'm the same thing where I think Avengers is hitting 1.5. To me, both the first one did 1.5, and then the other one did like 1.39, so 1.4. That's what I'm kind of in the ballpark. I'm not saying these will be as good as those, but I think the hype, same thing of missing the Avengers movies. You got Evans, you got Downey, you got Hemsworth, you got other surprises that will happen. I think that's just kind of the buffer. Like, I don't think Age of Ultron for the general audience, like, how many people are saying that's their favorite Marvel movie? Probably not many, right? But it was just the idea of all the Avengers are back together. I want to see them. That still made $1.4 billion. This is like the Avengers, the X-Men, like a bunch. So I think it's 1.5. So I still think Doomsday beats Odyssey. These Spidey numbers definitely make me question, because I would have said, I don't know about Doomsday being the 2 billion, right? But at the same time, we could be back here in November and September and the tracking's just as high. But that's the difference for me. That wouldn't surprise me, because I still think they name Avengers and all those stars. Again, you talk about the No Way Home buffers. Avengers Doomsday is like nothing but buffers, you know, like the whole X-Men being back, like that's 20 years worth of buffers, right? So I think if it disappoints, then definitely Spidey will beat it. I think I've always said this, I think if it can be like a 7 out of 10 and have those surprises, it could climb to that 2 billion, because what, Infinity War did it. It's in the Christmas. But yeah, Spidey, and again, we got to see the legs, right? Maybe Spidey's very front loaded in the first 2 weeks. I don't think so. I think it's just going to keep running game in August. But yeah, I won't know until we get those full Spider-Man numbers. But yeah, where are you, Kirkland? Do you think Odyssey got a chance to beat it? Spider-Man got a chance to beat it if the Avengers is kind of like a meh, you know?
No, I think Odyssey would be the lowest out of all of those.
Yeah.
You know, still in the billion club, which is amazing, but just not quite the same. The Avengers, like before we talked about those numbers for Brand New Day, I feel like I would have had Avengers like just stomping it, like without a doubt. But like in my head, I have it at like the high end of close to 2 billion, just kind of how I was saying Spider-Man was. So I think they're going to be pretty close. Like across the board, like opening weekend, I think it'll be really close. Like again, before we talk numbers, I would have said, yeah, Doomsday just stomps it for the opening weekend. Spidey has the legs. I still think Avengers will have legs as well, but that opening weekend will be pretty crazy.
Yeah, because remember, different situation, but Endgame still made $1 billion in 1 weekend, right? Very different situation build up, but again, the same way that we're sitting here being like, man, Spider-Man's really big. We could be doing the same thing in November of like, fuck, 100%. Like you look at these
projections,
you know,
1.2.
Because I think we talk about this all the time. Yeah, 2 billion opening weekend. But like we talk about this all the time where we have this, and the general audience might just be like, I'm just really fucking stoked to see Avengers back, you know, and like. That's it. They don't care about the build-up. They don't care about Danny being a villain. They don't care about, I don't know, Doctor Doom, and he didn't have the same, you know, scenes as Thanos. They might just be like, man, I want to see all these people I like, and here we go, you know?
Totally, yeah. So, remind me, like, is this shouldn't really lead into Doomsday?
I think you'll get a post-credit that, like, has, like, a minor connection, but I don't think the movie itself's going to have much. They've not said that, but...
I'm not really expecting Spidey to be anywhere near Doomsday. Like I imagine they'll just
not
save
this
that
one
for Secret Wars. Yeah, exactly.
I think there's another Spidey that's gonna be in Doomsday, but
I'd be
the Toby
interested on like a link though, like from this movie that leads into Doomsday. Like maybe not Spidey himself, but some other Easter egg linkage that could be.
Doom kills him post credit. Everyone's like, don't see the new Spider-Man movie.
Yeah. You thought you were getting a Phoenix Saga? Not in my MCU.
Could you imagine that? She's like, yeah, I saw Krasinski did in Multiverse of Madness, and I want to do the same thing. Right? Come on, play a character and they kill me off, and that's it. I'd be so pissed if Dylan got a point for that. Like, granted, she's still in the movie, but she was just Jean Grey once and never again. I'd be like, fuck you, man. But I think one of us did get a point. I think he got a point for Krasinski that way, right? Because he had Krasinski for a while, and he got what he needed, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, there you go. So, all right, we'll take another ad break, and we'll be back with some other Marvel news. We'll be right back. And we're back. We will do some of those funny videos in a second, but I just thought, we're already talking about Marvel, so we should just stay in that realm. But I got some Marvel news, but I want to hit the Kirkland first because some of this kind of revolves around that. What did you think of some of these reveals? That one, this isn't a big thing, but Kevin Feige confirmed, because Taylor had this crackpot theory. I'm bummed he's not here. He kept just trying to force, like, I think they're going to do a film in between Secret Wars, and no, Feige shot that down. He's like, we're not doing that. But the big ones: Ryan Gosling, Ghost Rider. Solo film with Sean Levy directing, coming out 2028, and then they got T'Challa Jr. cast. And I do have a follow-up question for you there, but with the great David Johnston, who obviously, if you're a Geek First listener, you know that Kirkland's much like us, that we're pretty high on the guy. But yeah, what do you think of these? These were the biggest announcements that came this Sunday, and then I have some facts or some rumors about them. So
pretty crazy. I think it was you that kept banging the drum on the hot goss as Ghost Rider, and I like that idea, but it just never really felt that solid. Were you gonna say something?
Well, like I was banging that I think it could happen. I wasn't banging like I wanted to happen. Like I think
but you said like it's gonna be your Ghost Rider. I remember you hearing. I remember hearing you say that. You're pretty. But
I did almost drop him. I was gonna say, I'm not sure if you realize this, but I got the first point already of the superhero draft.
Well, yeah,
2 days
obviously.
into it.
So that was, I saw it and then I felt a little sad just knowing that you got that point right away. But at the same time, I
almost dropped
a little bit. And it's fun. I think it's really fun. It's a cool era for where Gosling is right now, kind of his career. Fall Guy, a little bit disappointed. I still liked him in that a lot. And then, of course, Project Hail Mary just this year, arguably like one of the best movies of the year. So, like I think he's so hot right now. Obviously, Star Wars next year, 2027, right?
Yeah, May.
Starfighter.
Which I don't care what anyone says. It's fucking crazy to me that they don't have a fucking teaser in front of Spider-Man. They're idiots. I don't give a shit if they're like, oh, well, we're going to have it...
DOA.
Yeah, we're going to have it ready for D23. Yeah, good. Show it to all the fucking Disney like nerds down there. Like, what? Like, get this shit in front of Spider-Man. Like, right now, Dave Filoni should be like, just even some 30 seconds. Just get it on the thing. And I get it. It will be there for Avengers.
Have one of those quick little teasers.
Yeah. You love Mando in the theaters. Well, and maybe that's it. Talking want the stench of Mandalorian off, but like, don't like stomp on. Be like, hey, that was that. Like, I get it. Be like, oh, I'll be in front of Doomsday. I know, but we're talking about there's a chance Spider-Man could be bigger than Doomsday. Big error on Disney and Lucasfilm part, in my opinion. So, and I could be wrong. Maybe something changes in the next 2 days, but I don't think that's happening. So,
completely agree. So yeah, like he's just really, I don't know, popping lately, and big fan of his work, and I think it's not a pairing like I would have just thrown out there together, like when his name was spoke around the character of Ghost Rider, it's like, okay, that'd be an interesting pairing, but like still pretty neutral on it. Beyond that, I'm very excited to see how it goes, because of course it's very different than previous iterations that I myself have seen. Most of those iterations being from the video games, which is just like a straight up just spirit of vengeance. Like there's not really any emotion or like depth to the character. And the Nicolas Cage's movies, which are just kind of like memes at this point. I haven't seen them in a while, but that's how I remember them at least. So I'm very intrigued on this new one. And would it be like the same? I can't remember what his name is in the
they haven't confirmed because it scared a lot of people. I don't think this is the case.
Johnny Blaze.
Johnny Blaze.
Yeah.
So someone asked Feige that because after Comic-Con they did the rounds, right? I'm not sure if you saw the clip. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna let Ryan reveal that today. We're just announcing he's Ghost Rider," and he had a great pitch, and we were going with it.
Spanish accent, like fucking whatever the guy's name is.
No, not Robbie Reyes.
Yeah,
Robbie Reyes. Yeah, not that one. Yeah, but like he wouldn't answer what he is, and everyone's like, "Oh no, it's Blade 2.0. They don't have a fucking script." I think because it got Sean Levy, Clocktail Clay's favorite director, that he is a guy that's just like, I'm going to get it out, but we don't know who he's playing yet. Could be Johnny Blaze, could be Danny Ketch, one of the two. I can't remember.
I'm not a fake name.
Yeah, I don't know if I actually read it's Danny Ketch because I said Donnie and then Chris corrected me. I don't think
Is
I've
he a
ever read a
stuntman?
single Danny
I guess you
Ketch.
don't know.
I think he's like related to Johnny Blaze. Like he's his little brother or something.
Regardless, I think this is a big W. I like this news. I like the logo a lot. It's a cool like comic booky,
Yeah.
I don't know, cartoony type aesthetic to it. But yeah, really intrigued by this one. This one's like some gold stars on my interest level right now.
So 2 follow-up questions. One, because right now it's looking like the rumored schedule for 2028 is because even us, we thought this would be the spring movie. It doesn't look like it's happening. It looks like 2028 in the spring, so May, it's going to be X-Men, Ghost Rider July, and Black Panther 3 in December. One, do you think in general a Ghost Rider movie, like obviously you got with everything, right? You got Sean Levy, like this movie in particular, do you think this is going to work financially? And then 2, actually I got 3. 2, do you think it's going to be rated R PG-13? And 3, do you think in the summer is a good slot? Because obviously we've seen it's like sometimes a crapshoot with these big ones, right? Like Supergirl, Thunderbolts last year, just because it's in that summer slot, it's a big superhero movie, does not guarantee it's a win, right? So, tell me your tales for those 3 questions.
I don't remember what your first question was, but PG-13 is my answer. I don't think it'll be R-rated.
Oh, will the movie be a success?
Yeah.
What the
like
fuck was my third
financially-
question then?
Your third one was about
right.
the summer slot.
Yeah. Does it would like where would you? Obviously, you're not going to place Ghost Rider in December, but I'm saying like if they sit you down, they say, hey, what's better for Ghost Rider to be the summer movie or the spring movie? Which way do you go? Right.
Sorry, I was just checking when Fall Guy came.
I guess
out.
you could do a lot of like marketing with Ghost Rider in the summer, right? Hot month stuff and
Yeah,
you know.
I could see it like start of summer.
Yeah.
June, July. He's a hot guy, hot character.
You feeling hot right now? Well, guess who's hot? The Ghost Rider. You could, and that's where like some
Ryan
people should
Gosling
get
on like every YouTube ad that I'm getting.
Yeah, some people should get ready because I like that's where when you say PG-13, I agree, and I don't think we're getting something really dark with this. I think we're getting. I said this to Taylor and he winced and he like came around to it. I think it's gonna be a less funnier Thor Ragnarok in my opinion, but be like zany and over the top, but like with hell and demons and stuff.
Yeah, I definitely think it'll push the envelope on the. Maybe that's a bad way to phrase that. Let me tone that down a little bit. Let me take some dressing off that sentence. I think it'll be leaning into like the more like flaming skull side of the PG-13. Like I could see some of like the violence and action being pretty heavy, not necessarily like blood and guts. Obviously they can't have that if it's not R-rated.
But CGI demons and stuff, right? Like that type of stuff. Like
yeah,
CGI demons, so it's like I
think you could get away with a lot in a PG-13 film, especially with characters like that. You could have them, totally doing stuff like that. But for I just the fact that it's Gosling in this, I just imagine it'll have a lot of humor and comedy elements involved with it, which I'm not really like against.
Was I just on fire? Like that.
Like I'm not really against by any means, right? Like I liked it at the time with the Nick Cage ones, even though I haven't seen those movies in forever, and I'm totally fine with that.
I'm against it, but
I think I'm also just trying to like set my expectations. Like,
no.
Of course, at the end of the day, I would love like a Logan style Ghost Rider movie.
Yeah, no. My
Like
expectations
Sean
are
Levy
set.
and Ryan Gosling, but like in the MCU, you're not getting that. At least for like the first appearance of the character.
Well, I just hope because like Werewolf by Night, we got that special presentation, but I would love to like be a little more serious there. But I feel like also another good vibe, not the same way crazy wise, but I was thinking Multiverse of Madness, that type of stuff where it's like it's a wild ride and lots of crazy stuff's going on, So, and then final one. Do you think it's going to be a success? Do you think it's going to work out for them? Not asking for a number, but I'm just saying whatever they consider success. You think it will be?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. At this point in time, super early. I know we're not talking box office.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll hit $1 billion.
That'd be crazy.
Just initially. Now, of course, we're really far
Aquaman.
away from that.
Yeah.
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 I think it'll be a success, though. I think people will like the movie. I think, again, really safe early prediction here. I think like minimum a 7, even 7.5. I could see for an early appearance. I think it'll do like gangbusters over Supergirl.
I thought you meant like you were saying score, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you meant like millions. I'm like, you think this is making 700 million? I'm like, I don't.
It could
I'll
happen.
pizza bet you
It
right.
could happen. Yeah.
It could.
I would
Like,
never take a pizza bet this far out.
Yeah,
You don't even
yeah.
know who the fucking guy's playing, apparently. Kevin Feige doesn't even know who he's playing.
Somebody. He's the Ghost Rider.
Pizza bet.
Yeah.
Pizza bet right now.
Yeah. It's only
You call
2
me a
years
liar?
away.
You call me a liar? Where's that fucking video?
It's in there.
Oh, it's the screenshot.
No.
Who's
Go to the
baby
videos.
is that?
Go to the
You got
videos. It's
both
there. I
versions.
got both. I think both are worthy because Also's face reaction's good, just like that look. But then the call me a liar. Yeah,
Oh, man.
if anyone wants to take that pizza bet,
Forgot we have this.
I turned it down. You were gone when I put it back in, and it was fucking. Or were you here
Oh,
for
yeah.
when I had it? I can't remember.
I think I've seen it used once before.
No, actually, you weren't. No, because me and Hans were talking about it was for the Concast, and it was louder than the Doom one. And I was like, I got to bring this down, and I had to re-edit and everything. But if anyone wants to take that pizza bet that Ghost Rider makes 700 million, we're 2 years out. I will take that bet every day. I know I sound like a dickhead saying this, but it's like I really can't make my full-on prediction until I see Starfighter because that's going to be a real test. Star Wars is in the shitter. Star Wars is literally worse than it's ever been as far as like the reception and how people care about it, right? So if the Goss can bring this to a hit, and I'm not saying a billion, but just make it a hit, the good movie, that's not all up to him, but if it can be profitable and people are excited about Star Wars again and it's financially success, and that's like he does have the juice. I'm sorry, longtime listeners. I've said this many times. I'm going to keep saying it until Starfire gets out. So buckle up. Barbie happens. Biggest movie of his career. Oscar nomination. I Am Ken. He's charting the billboards. That is easily the hottest Ryan Gosling had ever been. Fall Guy comes out, fucking tanks. So that's why I cannot. That's why I can't answer Ghost Rider. I really don't know. Is this going to be a Project Hail Mary or is this going to be a Fall Guy? Because it'd be different if he was playing. Like, okay, let's say, for example, it's DC, but let's just say James Gunn came out and said, hey, he's playing our Batman. I'd be like, okay, that's a fucking lock. It's Batman, Ryan Gosling. That's a great pairing there, right? One of these things is not like the other. Ryan Gosling, higher in the tier. Ghost Rider, not so much. You know, like, even then, like, what did that, like, Nick Cage Ghost Rider make back there? I know that's, like, so far back there, but, like, just for example, because I know the second one, that, like, flopped or didn't do well. So, like, that made... It made 229 million, that first one, and then the second one made 132 million. Oh. That's what I mean. Like, this is what has to do heavy lifting is the quality of the movie, which I know everyone's like just fucking loves taking Sean Levy out back and beating him up, man. They like how much shit he's gone this week, which I get, right? I understand he's very much a director for hire, but I think there's two scenarios. I think there's a Ghost Rider movie with Sean Levy directing, or there's no Ghost Rider movie. I really think that's it, because that's what fucked the Blade movie is. No, like, directors kept getting on board and it didn't work out. I think the fact they've worked together, Sean Levy's made $1 billion movie for them. So as of right now, if you ask me, hey, we'll go get the fuck out of here, bug. If you ask me, will Ghost Rider be a success? Right now, I'll give you a timid yes. It's like a 49%. But I will say this, if we get to Starfighter and that eats it, then it flips. I'm like a 60-70 no. I don't think it's going to work, and I really don't know. And I'm going to ask you this about David Johnston. And Chad, I see your questions. We're going to get to them in a second, so don't worry. I got a rumor about David Johnston, Black Panther. Get your thoughts. Do you think the reason they announced this at this point, do you think Ryan Gosling's Ghost Rider will be in Doomsday or Secret Wars?
Yes.
Okay. I think so too. I think I lean more to Secret Wars, and I think that helps. I think if he comes in there and he has a scene-stealing performance, that gets
Cosmic
people.
Ghost Rider.
No, that's Frank. That's Sean Burfall.
Oh, right. I forgot that was Punisher.
That's what I thought. Before this announcement, I thought we were getting that. Now I think Burfall takes a back seat, but that's okay. So I think if he's in there, I think that does help. So that puts my percentage up. If he's not, I'm still at 51-49. If he's in there, I'm like at a 60-65 because we know Ryan Gosling can steal the movie. Like, again, hate to be that guy. The movie that was about, female empowerment and Barbies, Ryan Gosling fucking stole that movie. He's the one everyone was mostly talking about, right? Was Ryan Gosling, because he can steal a movie like that. He can come in there.
Brewski beer me.
Yeah, exactly. I will not Brewski beer you, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting. So, Do you have anything more in saying that? I got the other question, but I'm going to go to some chat stuff because some stuff's piled up. So
No, that's about it. I'm excited to see the look that they give him, like the character render and all that.
Yeah. DWS kind of going back, do you think mediocre word of mouth could affect Spice box office, or is 1.5 guaranteed? I think 1.5 is guaranteed. It would have to be like Amazing Spider-Man 2 level. And even then, I'd say it's like $1 billion. But I think 1.5 at least is guaranteed.
I agree. I think 1.5 is guaranteed.
Mike says, hopefully Starfighter is good in the exact same trio doing Ghostwire. Yeah, and both money-wise and, because, obviously Gosling's
the third?
The writer, same writer.
Oh, okay.
And Mike likes his stuff. So I think he's written more of the like better Sean Levy projects. So I think, if that works. And after seeing Starfighter, you'll go, okay, even though Ghost Rider and Star Wars, very different. That will give me a lot more confidence. And even then, like, I hate to say it, I like Sean Lee's movies. I like shout out to Hansi again. I like Night in the Museum movies back in the day. I really liked Free Guy. I know lots of people probably fucking hate that movie. Adam Project on Netflix, that was fine. Real Steel, that was a fun movie. Deadpool Wolverine definitely has those buffers we talked about, but I thought I had a good time with it. I completely understand Cocktail Clay's like opinions and other people about him being like the director for hire type of vibe, but like he's still like, this sounds like a put down to him. I don't mean it to, but like, we all like a fast food restaurant, right? We all have our favorite. Like that to me is kind of Sean Levy, where like,
he's got to make a good quality Big Mac.
Yes, he's my Jack in the Box, So, let's see. DWS says, especially since the Avengers trailer leaked online Hall H, they should just put it out there. Absolutely not. They shouldn't, because like they just put out a trailer last week. Why would they put out another one? We've talked about this before. The people watching that trailer that leaked, which if you do want it, I do have a copy of it. I'm not sure if they've been taken down, but the people that watched like the first trailer that came out last week, those descriptions were everywhere. We talked about on the podcast. The only people watch that leaked trailer is people like us or you, DWS. The main people have no idea. So they just think, oh, another Avengers trailer? No, they can save that for, I don't know, the next big movie. Because obviously Spider-Man, they want it with this. I don't know what would be coming next. Like, that I don't know. But, like, they can save it. Just because it leaked, I don't think they got to release it,
I've not watched it.
It is really good. I did. It's better than the first one. It's
I'll wait for the big screen.
Okay, I'm gonna pull it up right now. Espo says it's gonna be
Orange.
or
the Odyssey.
Matt Damon. It's gonna be Johnny Blaze. I never heard of Danny Ketch until Gossip was cast and people started mentioning him.
Danny Ketch. I hate that name so much.
I think so too. I feel like it was Ketch who was the Ghost Rider on Agent Shield's show, so it should be Blaze. Yeah, we don't know. We've never heard that. Mike says I hope it's R. Get the Banshee energy in there. That's where I'd say, hey, just like Mike with the old speak in Odyssey, I'd say like that's temper those expectations. They've only had one rated R movie, right? Just Deadpool Wolverine. And they said Blade was what?
Is that true? A lot of projects.
Yeah, and they said, and obviously there's the TV stuff. I'm not counting that. A lot easier. They said Blade was going to be rated R. Is Blade coming out? I don't know. And even then, too, like, I always go back to this.
I guess it's a short. So
that's what I mean. Yeah, like, it's not in the theaters, right? So, and I just go back to what Gosselin said like a year or two ago, that he doesn't like doing dark stuff now because of his family. So, I think that, I think PG-13 is going to be a kooky, fun time. So, if we're not getting Blade anymore, we really need a good rated R MCU movie, spice things up after Secret Wars. Maybe, or they look and they go like, we got to play it safe. We got all the families back with Secret Wars and Doomsday. Let's keep them. Like what? Because let's say that movie's the first one in May, right? I think it's X-Men, but let's say Ghost Rider's in May. People see Secret Wars in December. Fuck, I love it. MCU's back. Kids are growing up with it. My kids are growing up with it. And then Ghost Rider comes, oh, you can't see this one. They already have that with my kids. My girls really want to watch the Lantern show, and I've told them, like, this show's not for you, because they like the Green Lantern concept. They liked Guy and Superman. And that's where I get the idea for DCU being more grown up, but that's three people that maybe would have watched and been invested. That's why I'd say with Ghost Rider, if it's in that year after Secret Wars, I think for them, they look at it, they go like, that's too risky. Especially already, it's like, it's Ghost Rider. Blade, take the risk. Deadpool, take the risk. Ghost Rider, you need everybody you can get for that one. So I really don't think I'd pizza bet someone on that too, that it's not going to be radar. I think you got people hyped on MCU. You cut them off from the knees by saying, "Hey, your kids can't see this new venture with Ryan Gosling, who's like a very like Barbie, like even Project Hail Mary. We're gonna watch it with the kids because like it's like a more adult, but like it's still like a family adventure, like Spielbergian type of movie, right? Like it's not like a
hopeful movie. It's
yeah,
not super dour.
like
yeah.
and even Starfighter. I think that's gonna be it. So like Gosling's etching that thing out for him. So I really don't think like I think you expect like kids be like, oh, Ghost Rider's so fucking cool and crazy, not like Terminator, in my opinion. You know,
I think there's like a certain cool factor to Ghost Rider that they'll really be able to tap with like Halloween and
100%.
Yeah.
David Johnston, Black Panther, T'Challa Jr., aka Prince T'Challa.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about this? How you feel about this? And also the scoop that was going around today that he's going to be in Secret Wars again, maybe similar to why he was cast because they're going to start filming that rumored to be in August. But yeah, how you feel about him being in Secret Wars, and how do you feel about David Johnston?
I mean, yeah, I love David Johnston. I think the first appearance was Alien Romulus.
Yeah, because he was just that guy back then. They're like, oh, the guy who played Andy, that guy's fucking good.
Yeah, in that review, we're probably like, get this guy in things, and here we are.
Absolutely, yeah. But that felt like that was like, I don't think that was like an us. That's how good that performance was. That felt like everybody as a unit was just like, this fucking guy, he's got the goods, And
they fucking found him. They're sending him to Wakanda. I think it's pretty awesome. Definitely for him, obviously, like this is gonna be some big Showtime star moment, I guess, leading the Black Panther film with Coogler and team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think beyond that, I'm ready to wait and see how this goes. I think it's all positive. Big W there. It's gonna happen to Shuri. She just getting killed off by Doom for 10 minutes of that movie.
Could you imagine? That's the Spider-Man post credit.
No resurrections this time.
I've never been resurrected. I don't know. Chris probably did talk about like there has been times where there's two Black Panthers at the same time. I do feel like that's the route you should try to go because it just unless she wants out, man, does it just especially when they introduced him. And okay, I got the clip. You can also see the girth.
Think I saw the clip.
you can see the girth of Winston Duke, but the way Ryan Coogler said like playing Black Panther, and I did have a moment where it's just like, yeah, but like Shuri is like she's still Black Panther, so it's not like she didn't give up the mantle of Black Panther, just Queen. But yeah, listen to this. Hang on.
I want you guys to give a warm welcome to our new Black Panther, Mr. David Johnston.
Yeah, like, but again, that could be plural, right? That could be. Not the only Black Panther, but this is like a vertical. But yeah, already you could see Winston Duke there. Okay, good. They zoom in a bit.
Oh my God, David Johnston is half his size.
Yeah, look at him, and then look at Duke. He's massive, and then look at the song. It is. It is.
Wrapped his arm around him twice.
Oh yeah, he could put him in his pocket.
That's crazy.
Like, and look at the size of that hand. Look at his arm. Look at Winston Duke's like left arm.
Oh my God.
He's massive, man.
He's a big boy.
He is huge. But yeah, it literally is a Charlton Heston Planet Apes
King
too.
of
Like
Wakanda right
Taylor.
there.
Yeah, King of Wakanda. So okay,
yeah.
I'll put that on the note. He's also fantastic in British rom-com called Rye Lane. Perfect. I want to see more of the stuff he's done. So, but
yeah, personally, I really hope that it is more of a tandem thing. I think there's a lot of sauce and juice that you can get from just that dynamic of Shuri, the sister of the fallen Black Panther, and then like the son of Black Panther, T'Challa Jr. Like I think there's just a lot of great moments you can have on screen there. You could be striking some emotional chords for sure, but even just like having two Black Panthers is kind of a fun idea too, and I think their movesets can be very different, that it wouldn't just feel like copy and paste same character. So personally, I do hope that it is more of a tandem thing. Yeah, and just beyond that, I'm excited to
Secret Wars. That was the other part.
Secret Wars, yeah.
As the intro to David as Black Panther. You like that?
Yeah, I think so. I think the
Like
first introduction of the other T'Challa in Civil War, that was amazing. That was really exciting and cool. Now, of course, that was like the first time I had even heard of this character. So that was kind of a big moment, but yeah, still, I think it's cool. I'm excited to see again that suit. I'm hoping it's not just T'Challa's suit. Like I hope it is amped up a little bit, and I believe
Give him
that
the
they would
fucking
change
cape, bro. Give him the cape.
Oh man,
That's what I want.
You got to give him the cape. I'm not gonna go super savage and say you get a full point off if you don't get that cape, but I think
Get 2 points for.
you get 2 points for if you get that
Yeah.
cape. Absolutely.
Yeah. We won't dock you points, but we'll give you big capes, and that would like really make it stand out too, right? The difference.
Yeah.
So
That'd be pretty sweet.
yeah, I'd buy it just because, like, again, like I feel like Secret Wars will be saying goodbye to the past, but setting up the future, which Infinity War or Endgame was that as well too. I think it makes sense, and also you just need him there to explain some time travel multiverse trickery because David Johnston is 2 years older than Letitia Wright, but in Black Panther 2, that was a 6-year-old kid. So that's what you got to do. It's just you got to explain that he got sucked in some portal, yada yada yada, Battle World, Limbo, Stones, whatever. And what?
I'm just picturing a character of Winston Duke's size comes out on that stage. This is your new Black Panther. He's just this genetic specimen.
No,
God damn.
imagine
You're
they
the genes of T'Challa.
Imagine they bring him out, and Ryan Coogler's like, "All right, man, to become Black Panther, you just gotta fight the like real life fight Winston Duke here, and the winner is gonna be
Winston
Black
Duke just runs right at him, like no hesitation.
throws in the crowd." But yeah, I guess he knew this happened 6 months ago. He called up Kevin Feige, and he gave him the name, and Feige's like, "I don't know who that is." And then Feige watched some of his stuff, and he's like, "Okay, you're good." And then yeah,
Coogler said that.
yeah, he was looking, and then he gave him that. So, yeah, we'll see. I hope, and give him that cape. Black Panther 3, man. Between these rumors that we're hearing, Storm's going to be in it. That could be a spicy movie. You know, that could be. And I 100% think I thought there was a good shot already. But if Jean Grey isn't Spider-Man, again, I think they're doing a smart thing where, because I know some people pitch like, oh, you know, what if they do the thing where they do like Avengers and we get like a Gambit movie and a Rogue movie, they all go together. I don't like that idea. I like, to me, majority of the X-Men are an ensemble, but I like the idea of them being introduced in other hero films like this. So it's like, hey, Jean's and Spider-Man, Storm's and Black Panther, you know? So, yeah, I would like that. So,
especially if they're big money-making films, because then you know they're getting a lot of eyes.
Yes, where look at Miss Marvel and fucking Monica Rambeau. You know, they got on Disney Plus, and then what happened to Marvels? Yeah.
Nobody fucking saw those.
Yeah, Super Letitia Wright will join Anthony Mackie and Rejected Heroes team.
Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah, they're again.
Insert Anthony Mackie's face from that Doomsday trailer.
I think the only thing that can save us, Mike, because I know you're with me, but you don't think it's going to happen. We've talked about this many times. We've talked about this Concast. It all depends what Avengers 7 is. If Avengers 7 goes back to being an ensemble 7 to 8 people, then I think Mackie and Shuri could be saved. Like, oh, we'll buff the team up there and put them there. So it's like T'Challa Jr. is in the Black Panther movies in Wakanda, and then Shuri's over here on the team. So you got two Panthers. That kind of makes sense, right? One's in Wakanda, one's in America, or worldwide, right? But if Avengers keeps being it's 50 people and we've got an actor, Ian McKellen's back again, then it is like, we're fucked. So I'm hoping, because I think there's a place for Shuri and Falcon, for Sam, if it is like that. Because like, if there's a place for them, if there's a place for Hawkeye and Incredible Hulk with a movie bomb, there's a place for Shuri and Sam Wilson. But if it is the huge, everybody's here, not as much, right? So yeah. Kirkland, I'm going to ask you to throw out some plugs and thank the patron producers, because I get my charging cord because I am at 17%, so it's going to die if I don't. So, shout what we're doing, shout them out, stuff like that.
Absolutely. That's what we're going to do. Shouts out to our Patreon, which is the single greatest place to support us. You get everything early, ad-free, exclusive episodes. Travis already shouted it out, but tomorrow we're recording a Patreon exclusive episode. And if you are at all interested on that, you have to join the Patreon to hear that. And there's plethora of retrospectives. We're going through the Pirates of the Caribbean retros right now. What else? We got, of course, our Patreon producers to shout out. We got Aaron Braden, April of Darkness, Jack Grant, Superbad Mike, Good God Loves Me 69, aka Norman Reedus Fetus, Hidalgo, Lenny Kravitz, Cocktail Clay, John with no H, Sam Green, John M, and Matthew Fletcher. They are at our highest tier where you can send in a movie. It could be any type of movie, and we will do a retro on it. I believe every single one of those Patreon producers has given us a movie, and we've done an episode on it. And if you want to join them, go check out the Patreon. We got GV Day coming up August 8th, as we've already mentioned. Just a plethora of stuff going on that
lightsaber
day.
battles, badminton,
I'm excited
dodgeball.
for badminton. Lightsaber battles could get pretty violent, but I'm also excited for badminton more than anything. I feel like I haven't played that in a long time.
Yeah, that's going to be
Or
interesting.
maybe I have. Maybe I've been training like crazy.
Like Winston Duke, looking like Winston Duke.
Shane and I have been lightsaber battling too every single night, just going crazy.
We got the 2006 versions of the Golden Geeks, which is our version of the Oscars. We got Geek Versus, which I guess I got to put that out and get some characters there. We got the Strikers Invitational, a Strikers tournament to decide who's going to get a skip or an extra skip come this fall in the Gauntlet tournament, which is a big deal again because the skips those are very crucial. So anyone with 2, that gives them a lot of power. We got guests. We got the Big Dukaroo. At least 9 people in that thing wrestling. Me and Kirkland are in there. Surprise entrances.
Yep.
And how that works is we're going to be going for 10 hours. And then every time someone joins Patreon, ups their subscription or sends a super chat, we will go longer. This week we're going to release the point increment. So everything's like, it's like our Patreon where if someone puts in $1, it's worth this amount. Someone puts in $5, worth this amount. So like last year we ended up saying 4.5 hours longer because you guys were very kind to us. And again, we'd like you to. And if not, if you can't, just come watch that day. It's going to be tons of fun. So yeah, did you thank our producers?
I certainly did.
Perfect. So shout out to another producer, which Superman Mike asked, where's here? With the exciting news that Jonathan Trooper is writing Ghost Rider, plus the Beef writers doing X-Men, do you guys have any other TV writers you'd love to see do an MCU project, and which project? The which project's tough, because it's always like, what are they cooking, right? That's the toughest thing, so I didn't have too much on that, because like X-Men's taken taken care of. Always the one that popped into my mind was Mike Flanagan, but he's already in DC, which sucks too, because there was EW put out that script did get rewritten. That was reported in the like early or late last year, and it looks like that script did get rewritten. So Flanagan's always one of my go-to guys. Honestly, right now, I'm huge on Vampire Lestat and Interview Vampire, right? So I don't know if it'd be Roland Jones or those writers, but because Lestat, I'm not saying Sam Reed is too old to play Gambit, but he is a French aristocrat, and I just feel like, aristocrat. Fuck, aristocrat. The brain is fried. He's a French aristocrat, and if Sam Reed was 10 years younger, he would. There's Lestat stuff where it's like, this is fucking Gambit. I would here I go against what I said. I would be down for. I'm still down for some X-Men solo stuff. If you were to give me a romantic on the adventure like Rogue Gambit rom-com action movie together, that's what I would take, because I would take whether it's Roland Jones or I can't remember the woman that's now showrunning Lestat, but they are great at, there's some good action in there, but they're great at the dynamic of the love story, Lestat and Louis, but also comedic beats, and that's what I'd be looking for, is like a Rogue Gambit where they also, the biggest thing is they nail these characters actually being in love and their flaws. Both Rogue and Gambit have lots of flaws, so that's where I would go with. I'd go Roland Jones and his team for something, even if it's a Disney Plus show, something with Rogue and Gambit, because give it some spice, give it some chemistry, give it some flirtation. Like again, you watch Interview Vampire first season, Louis and Lestat, you're gonna be all over that. Like like they got a thing that's palpable, and that's why the fans are so on them. And then my other one is I haven't figured out. I'm just going with the ones I love right now. I haven't figured out where I'd put the Widow's Bay team, but somewhere there. And I'm not just saying these because like they're my favorite shows of the year. Widow's Bay has a very good job of balancing the horror, but then it's a very comedic show, and the MCU is also very comedic. It's like Beef, right? Beef is a very serious show with serious topics, but then it's very funny, right? There's a reason why they did Thunderbolts and why they're doing X-Men. So with the Beef writers, I really don't know where I could put them. And the Widow's Bay. And you know what I'm going to do? Kirkland, I'm going to say they're going to pony up. Maybe it's Disney Plus, but I'd like it's movies. I'm going to say we get another shot. Whatever the fuck they're doing with Moon Knight, give it to the Widow's Bay team. Let's see what they can do. Get Matthew Rhys as an actor in there, but that's my pitch. Is something Moon Knight related with the Widow's Bay team, because Moon Knight, like, to me, Widow's Bay is like a better version of what Moon Knight was trying to be. They're nothing alike as far as superhero stuff, but just like nailing that drama, horror, and comedy. Because when I send you how he started up the memes on the show was the clown clip, right? That is both at the same time very hilarious, but also fucking frightening. Which I think Moon Knight, they try to do, like him seeing a mummy, or Mark Spector being very like kind of goofy at times, but it just sometimes doesn't completely work. Or like, remember when they go to the insane asylum and they look over and there's the the hippo and like, hey you guys, and it's like, like that's what I mean. Like they didn't nail it, and that's where for me the people doing Widow's Bay, you now start doing some of Moon Knight. Hell yeah! So those would be my two right now, I think.
Interesting. Yeah, this one was really tough for me to kind of dig down on, because I feel like I haven't been watching like any new shows lately. I mean, clearly you've been on my ass for Widow's Bay, Vampire Lestat, Margot's. That's like top of my list right now.
Oh yeah,
is that show done?
It is done. Yeah, they're doing season 2. I think they're trying to get it come out next year. Yeah, Margot's got my. That's a good one. I don't know where they put with that, but that's a good one too. Yeah.
Yeah, so I just hear the tales of these amazing shows that are just backlogged right now, and plus I'm like trying to get through some of these like 2006 Golden Geeks movies too. So like my priorities on watching shows, it's kind of on the back burner right now, unfortunately. I was trying to like dig for just some of like my favorite animated shows lately, and like some of those writers, because I obviously love animated content, and I think there's just a lack of that in. Obviously we have the What If series, but like, okay, Disney Plus shows, they've said right that they're kind of pulling back a little bit on the MCU.
Yeah, they definitely
Disney Plus shows.
I think there's gonna be less of them, and I
add
think
some
they're gonna be
animated
less
stuff
connected.
in there then. Like you know, like I think there is
Well,
still.
we're rocking right now. We got X-Men and Spidey right now.
That's actually a good point. I am very.
They're starting
not
to
watching X-Men
rock.
97, so I completely am out of that. I don't qualify to complain about the lack of animated content then, I guess, with the MCU.
But maybe that's the pitch you need. You're like, hey, X-Men's working, Spider-Man's working. I got another one. Oh, Kirkland, Vox Machina writers. Where do you put them?
See, Mike, that's where I was going. Actually, was the Raiders of the Vox Machina, just because I haven't caught up actually on the Scar project. If it's animated, honestly, I would trust them with it. I think they could do an amazing tale with Scar. Tale of Revenge. I don't know anything about Scar, so I'm totally pulling whatever there. But yeah, the first 2 seasons of Vox Machina have some of just like the craziest moments and arcs, and they do such a good job at like giving attention and care to all of the roster. Like I think every character has like a really solid arc that they go through, and
so
it's not
an
rushed.
Ensemble then?
Yeah, totally an ensemble cast.
What is the vibe of that show? Is it like very funny or very?
It's
dramatic?
really funny and dark at the same time. Like it's definitely R-rated. It's like Invincible level of like gore, and like people get totally fucked up. But like, there's a Bard character that's just a horn dog, and he's always just fucking everything, and like it's all over the place.
So another project I'm pitching, because I keep pitching at Avengers 97 show, because they keep popping up at 97 as like a minor spoiler, like some Avengers characters, but not
I think that would be well, like I was gonna mention like the Harley Quinn show, and just how like crude that humor is, but it's also just so funny. But like I feel like someone Deadpool the DC universe more. Yeah, see that would actually be a really good one.
Remember Donald Glover was working on a Deadpool animated show before Fox got bought, so
I feel like I did not know that. Or maybe I just forgot because it came so long ago.
But I also wonder if Ryan Reynolds would let them do that. Even though he doesn't own them, they would just be like, "Nah, I'm not letting you touch Deadpool without me." You know?
Yeah. Like the other ensemble cast that I feel like they're all kind of taken. Like they're all kind of doing stuff right now, unless I'm just totally missing. It's not like Fantastic Four are obviously covered. What else do we got? The X-Men are obviously doing their own thing. I mean, like, is there like an X-Force thing? I guess you could do.
Well,
with
that's
Deadpool,
what I was saying.
like
Deadpool, that maybe Alpha Flight, the Canadian X-Men. Do something.
Oh, that would be
them.
really fun. Actually,
you know? Yeah.
Because like, especially if you have those like the team of like a Vox Machina, like you could be totally invested in their adventure and their story, and like really be interested in those characters. But they are just such a a freak show cast that I think there'd be some good humor in there. Honestly, I think you won me over on there. The Alpha Flight, get the Canadian representative on a Disney Plus show. That could be really fun. You could even have Deadpool crossover in there too.
Oh,
'cause of
yeah.
the Canadian pairing. Hell yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Mike says, put them on the new Guardians movie, maybe, or Champions. Yeah, probably not Champions. I got let's do the PG version, right? But yeah, Guardians.
What's the Champions?
That's the Young Avengers. Like just
okay.
like sometimes what they're called, but
Stupid name.
yeah, but you know, what's worse, that or Young Avengers?
Yeah, they're both bad.
Yeah, yeah, Guardians.
It's like little leagues. That's what that reminds me of.
Yes.
You know, you got the majors and then you got the little leaguers.
The Young Avengers. Yeah, Guardians you can't do because like we know in a couple years, like you know, Gunn's not going to be at DC anymore. So you know, hey, I'm just saying.
This just in. Can.
Yeah, I'm just saying. We talk about these Comic Cons and whatnot. Let's see, the contract's up in 2027. Doesn't go anywhere. 2028, 2029 Comic Con. You're not telling me Kevin Feige's on stage, and James Gunn they announced Guardians 4. And they don't announce Gun first. It's like, oh, they're doing Gun without that, and they get the logo and everything. Oh, and then like, oh, we got a director. Really excited to be working with him. We think, you know, and he sets up like it's a new person, and then that person walks out. It's James Gunn. Massive pop. You know what happens, right? The people lose their fucking mind. Chris Pratt's like, thank God, and then maybe he can stop posting these weird fucking videos. Go see Young Washington, everybody. So I hope that you know that's why they can't write Guardians because they're keeping it warm. They know they're looking over there. They're like. We see Mana tomorrow. We see what's going to happen with that. You know, they got the right track that I do. They know what's about to happen. They know what's about to go down. You know, so we will see. All right, I'm going to quickly pull up some videos because we've already gone long. We're going to do videos, trailers, and then maybe some questions. Let me do a share screen here. So luckily, which it's so funny today, I'll pull it up. I was going to bring this up in our, and if people don't know, Stream Conscience, we usually do it at the beginning of the Perc Boys cast. We're doing it in the middle here because we had some bigger topics. The Rock is a big staple here. Up until today, and I messaged you, The Rock had not tweeted at all since July 7th. Since we've done this cast, and we did a big deep dive on Moana, obviously Moana, not doing too hot. That's not, it just passed 220.
I thought it even came out.
Yeah, just past 220, but this was the first thing he posted today. This is not the fun video I was sent by S-Bubs, but so, and we always watch these. So
Jumanji?
I think so. The trailer came out today, which we're going to talk about. Did you watch the trailer?
Yep.
Okay, good. These Rock videos, sometimes they're great, sometimes they could suck. We don't know. We like to watch them blind. So that's why if you're like, well, why'd you watch this? There's nothing funny. That's why, because we don't want to be spoiled. But this is his first post since July 7th. So it's just him making fun of Kevin Hart, I think. But he really likes this, like, the green screen, like him, like something behind him, you know?
Yeah.
This is going for a while.
While we film Jumanji.
Okay, yeah, this is what we want. We're into the Rock talking.
All right. Before I address my dickhead son and all the stupid shit that we had to watch him do on set every day while we filmed Jumanji. What's up, world? What's up, fam?
We had to see another part of his backyard. Yeah, we haven't seen that before. But he's here again.
He's hiding the Papatua
100%. That's
that he's
next.
about to walk into.
Yeah.
Got big news for you. Very exciting news. Today is the day. We are launching our official Jumanji trailer tonight. 6 p.m. West Coast time. Set your reminders, set your alerts, your notifications. You don't want to miss that. 6 p.m.
Like, and does he not know these friends?
Can't
I know
miss it. Can't miss it. It's online. It's on YouTube.
Like, other than S-Bubs, who unabashedly loves this franchise, these are fucking families and kids that aren't like, oh my God, you know, they're just going to see when it comes to Christmas. But
Live around the world, we're dropping our Jumanji trailer. But before that, at 5:50 West Coast time, we will be going live here on IG, myself, our entire cast, the amazing Karen Gillan, the insanely
I'll have to find that
talented
after. Okay,
Jack.
he's just talking about people.
With the rest of us had
Sandwich.
a sandwich, and his knees get excited, they start shaking.
Okay, well, we're gonna have this video. He's doing, yeah, he's doing his bits here, but
I think that gimmick's a little overdone to this point.
of him and Kevin Hart,
Yeah, they just hate each other.
they got to do
for like 15 years. I swear.
They got to do it one more time, though. Jumanji 3, right? So this was the video that S-Bub shared us. And I didn't even check this. There's multiple videos on his Instagram that we have not checked because I thought they would just be posting the same. But no, he has different videos on his Insta. So I'm going to refresh this because it started. But
70-30 ratio.
yeah,
Zoa.
yeah.
What's he mixing his Zoa with?
Make way, make way. I'm doing a little 70-30.
His glasses are so goofy.
It's like the Papa Tua in there. as
70
well.
Terramana. 30
70
Zoa.
Terramana.
Jesus, Brock, your fucking heart, man.
That's good. All right.
I bought
Getting
that
on the bird.
Terramana. It
We're
tastes like
walking
shit.
out.
I'm not a fan.
I think there's a few people out here waiting to say hello.
It just gets
What do we got?
sauced for this
bro,
fucking
these
media
kids.
tour.
Oh no! Oh, what a
P21.
But with every bottle, and Key knows
gonna
you gotta
chug
get
it.
'em ready. What's the surprise on the back? What's engraved? For those of you who don't know,
I don't know.
It's the Prince logo.
Prince. One of the
How
greatest
did he
of all
get
time,
that on
Prince.
there?
Somebody needs you to bump sexy motherfucker up.
Why is he talking like this at a kids event, man? I don't like it.
That's too much.
My favorites. There. Come on.
It's because he's smashed. He just chugged 70-30.
Here we go.
Oh, I guess there's music on top of that. So, one, like you mentioned, he's going out there, or maybe this is post the event.
That woman looks terrified. He smells like absolute shit. He just sprayed himself with P21. Comes out.
Here we go. At least we actually saw, because what is that was called Papa 2, or what was? Is it Papa 2 the?
Papa
Is this-
Tui's the men's care.
It's still a spray, right? It's still that, and the names are like the
Yeah.
1 and 21. Yeah,
21.
yeah. So this is the first time we've seen him use it, though. Actually, which is kind of
That's
crazy,
a good
right?
point, actually.
Because remember, we're always
This is
bringing he
the
doesn't
Prince
do that.
version, though. I don't think the Prince logo is on his other bottles. He was trying to
No.
sell us.
That's crazy. Like, man, if that says anything about Moana bombing, in this video, he's promoting Moana. He's drinking Terramana. He has Zoa, and
Zoa.
then he ends it with the Papa Tui spray. This fucking guy, man, he needs Jumanji really to
With
work.
the Prince
out for him.
collab. Don't
Yeah.
forget, too. It's
But
a
I-
special.
I don't even know. My video has a bit of copyright music at the end of it, so you can click out when you. Oh, okay, I see. That's fine. That gets it. But yeah, that's crazy, and it's. I wonder how Prince would have felt about that, because Prince was a guy that, when he was alive, he's like, "You're never gonna see my music on streaming. I don't believe in it. I blah blah blah." And then he died. What happened? His family just cashed
I
right the
listen to
fuck in.
Raspberry Beret on my Spotify. That's
yeah,
what I do.
and he didn't have that before. But there's a couple here that I wanted to go. Where was it here? Oh, you got more of him doing the Kevin Hart thing. There you go. It was. Oh, this was the one. There's a Papa 2 one.
Here's 3 things that I will never skip this summer.
Start with the Papa Tui Hydrating Facial Cleanser.
The Papa Tui Hydrating Facial Cleanser has completely transformed my skincare routine.
Most guys skip this step, but you should always be wearing sunscreen.
I'm so glad Papa Tui came out just in time for summer. We're always outside.
This feels great. I know.
We gotta get on one of these. We gotta buy them. Just pretend we love it, man.
Stroking our cocks with our Papa Tui. That's a truth.
This is the anti-aging armor.
Like, this ad is.
Can I hit skill shots?
You can.
Is it Papa Tui?
This ad is like not even The Rock. It's like everyone else doing the work for him.
My go-to has been Papa Tui because they have a
He's
great
like, I don't
facial
fucking
cleanser.
wear that
It's
shit.
effective and keeps it simple.
These 2 are the perfect combo to clean your face, moisturize, and protect.
Also, I
your
don't love
face.
men just like putting their hands up with just a bunch of white stuff over it constantly.
Look at this. Look at that load.
Making Papa
Yeah.
Tui the #1 men's care line out there.
Still not the number one men's
Did you
skincare
hear
brand.
what he said?
Here's 3 things that I will
The #1 men's skincare out there. Where?
Oh, he's changing his definition, I guess.
I don't know. What's this? What's going on, the rocks? We're in the
Sam.
Iron. Oh, here we go.
I think between this
Got
song
him
from
pumped.
Chris Stapleton and what I just discovered,
He's in
I'm
Iron
here
Paradise.
training, get my workout in.
Yeah, we believe you. We believe you.
Come
I'm gonna
out,
show you.
and my daughter Jazzy had just drew this.
Oh, okay. I'm not gonna shit on him too much. It's
Dreams ain't just for dreamers, like Chris just said, but check this out. This was a surprise. And I heard her scream, "I love you," and then she ran off.
his kids aren't home at all. This is just his team, like that drew this for him. You know, yeah. Very talented.
How cool is this? What I love about this is a quote: "If you can dream it, you can do it." She got her own little signature. JJ, I love you. I love you too. What's cool about that?
I could be wrong.
That vein on his fucking.
It's a big vein.
Arm.
I could be wrong. This daughter I recall is pretty young. The fact that he like looks into the camera on his Instagram post to say "I love you," like she's gonna be checking on her Insta later. You know, it's I don't know, man.
Is the night of the Golden Globes earlier this year, where I had the privilege and the honor to be nominated for Best Actor. She wrote that on
He got the whole plug-in and then it skipped to the next part.
piece of paper. If you could dream it, you can do it. And I said, you know what? I told her, I said, if I win tonight and I take home that Globe, I said, when I get on stage, I'm going to take that paper out and I'm going to read it. She's like, you will? And of course, I didn't win. The award went to my good buddy,
these
Wagner.
assholes.
But
my good buddy.
Wagner.
My good buddy Wagner. Yeah. Name me 3 things about Wagner more, Rock. Go.
I did read it later that night when we all had dinner.
why he doesn't do live
I have
streams.
just a big, beautiful blended family that we've worked all of us have worked very hard to make it work and make it work for us and certainly make it work for all of our babies, man. But I love
this video's
that.
an hour,
You can
by the way.
dream it,
No,
you
I'm
can
joking.
do it. I'm a big advocate of that, whether you're young adults who I talk to all the time or not young adults.
Why do you gotta specify that? Young adults who I talk to all the time. Like I talk to everybody all the time, but like just specifically young adults.
You think he
I talk
talks to
all
his
the time.
family like this? Like he's like holding his camera up while he's talking to his wife.
I
Like
hope
asks him
not,
something
man.
and he's just looking into his phone.
You know, I talk to the. One thing you know about me, I love men's skincare. I love to cook.
Adults, like a few
Talking
of
to
us
the young
out there,
adults right now?
I'm 800 years old, but it's never too late to dream. But I always tell my children and
So veiny.
I feel like he did that last time. Remember, he sent a video like I always talk to so and so. Like he said something like in a group setting like that. Where he's like, oh, I'm always talking to young people, you know, or maybe it's people are always asking him about his skin. Right, that's what it is. He's always talking to people about his skin.
young kids,
Like,
young adults, whoever
yeah.
I talk to about dreaming, you gotta dream. And like Chris said, dreams ain't just for dreamers. Dreams.
Oh, he put the song
for
on too to
everybody.
talk about this too. It's just
But you got a pretty good shot at making your dream come true.
if you get
if
Papa
you are
to
willing
Yeah.
to put in the consistent daily
waiting
and
for that.
nightly work.
This is what I tell myself. I was ranting to myself at the beginning. I just gotta listen to this video, Dwayne.
And you have to be willing to outwork everything around you and everyone. At least have that mentality. What happens, what I found is...
So did he give this speech after he lost the Globes to his family? Because he said he read his daughter saying they had a talk. Did he give this speech to his whole family? I guess probably.
Must have, yeah.
First. And your dreams
3 days
have
ago
a,
speech.
have a pretty cool way
Yeah.
of meeting you halfway. All right. You can dream it, you can do it. All right.
think somebody cleaned
Back
his
to
shit
work.
up.
He's live streaming. It gets caught. Let's see. Is there any? Oh, right. This is. Oh, no. That's the one we watched, right? Yeah, that was the one we watched recently. Okay, I think we've hit all the ones. Oh, anytime though he's
Yeah, I
oh these
know.
two.
You gotta
Hang
click
on.
that one.
I
A must
love for
watch.
us.
Check it out, fam. Mind blown.
Anytime the Rock's staring at a camera, our spidey sense goes off. Ash Magic, you are a gifted brother.
No, I take my movies around the world when I promote my movies.
Okay, we do know that.
And one
Okay,
of the many
that's
benefits
not a
is
lie.
meeting people and connecting with people, and I like
always-
that.
also
I
his
really
backyard.
do, and I connect with people from all walks of life, all colors, all ages, all countries, all religions, all cultures. So this guy named Ash, which you're gonna see, he comes in the room. I'm at my junket. This is in Sydney, Australia. He comes in the room, and automatically I feel the air change a little bit. And I'm looking at him. He's looking at me. He looks great. Big smile,
great.
big energy. And
Rock's
I said,
intimidated. He's intimidated because he said he looks great, so he must be bigger than him. He's already like he's squaring him up.
Winston Duke walks in.
Give me a hug, big brother. He just swallows him up. This is your daddy. He's a small guy now. Hey.
to myself, well, there's something interesting that's about to happen. So he goes
Give me my
into
phone
reading
too.
my mind.
Give me my phone too.
And the stuff he does and what he is able to pull out of my head. Keep in mind,
What the fuck?
I do not know this guy. This has not been edited. And I want you guys to watch
I
this
can't
video,
believe you,
and
Dwayne.
You tell me your thoughts. I want you
I'm
to watch
sorry.
it, analyze
You
it.
sold me snake oil before, my friend.
Yeah. Next to Mr. Beast and Logan Paul, the third person world can't say, this isn't edited. Might be Dwayne Johnson in this situation, you know?
Man, I gotta love, too, the people in the comments. They're always just maximum glaze on The Rock.
Yeah.
You are awesome.
You are awesome. That was amazing. Wow. A gifted. Who's saying this? Who's going on anyone's fucking
I know.
It's
That sounds like
a
something your
gift
mom would
indeed.
post on Facebook.
100%. Yeah. She says to me that, like, you like the pool? And I said, yeah, I do. And she goes, a gift indeed.
It's a gift indeed.
I think that.
And what
this
is this? Is this his brand now? This
Ash, I think
Gasp?
Gasp, it must be.
Utility
Where's the
item.
Rock product?
Yeah, let me just see. Gas utility
Giant
item.
dildos.
Oh, it's a Lululemon thing. Does it? What is?
Gasp.
What is gas? Designed as an ultimate pump cover with a baggy, oversized fit and oversized sleeves. That's not it. Okay.
Like gym attire.
What does gas stand? What does it stand for?
Gasp.
Oh, gas. Thank you.
Gasp.
Yeah, I got it. Gas. Oh, they just gave me the actual definition: a sudden sharp intake of breath. So there you go.
Gifted, and I was completely blown away.
I was looking
don't
for
know how. In the
his gear thing, but that's okay.
Frosted Flakes, fuck. This guy, sorry for cussing. This guy knew it. It blew my mind. So anyway, fam, you watch the video. You let me know. And without any further ado,
It just cuts to Winston Duke kicking the shit out of him.
enjoy. What? Does anyone have my tequila? Because this is needed right now. It's coming in. It's good to meet you, man.
You too. Absolute pleasure.
I'm expecting some
man.
really cool shit to happen.
Okay.
I just
well,
rehearsed this like 5 hours before.
Jared Leto's Joker. Barry Keegan's Joker. Barry, that's my boy. I forgot
That's
there's
my boy.
there's
I've
another
always
video
been
after.
rooting for him.
Yeah, he's always. I know how much work. What's that quote? He's like, and I know how hard Barry put in the work in that. I gotta find another one that was actually a genuine rock funny video because it actually was like real. I'll pull it up.
Expectations. We'll try something. You're obviously a master
Barry-
wayfinder.
Barry's
Now
joking.
I'm a little bit
that'd be
rusty.
great.
Maybe I can use
Wouldn't
some
it?
lessons after.
Wouldn't it?
You wouldn't? Why have we not saved that? I gotta say that to my meme, like the Tom Cruise like comment. Man, he's like, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it?
Come on, man.
These-
It's totally the same energy.
These cuts to his face again make it feel completely edited. Like it feels like he's set this all.
way. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah.
There's a great quote from the film Wayfinder. It's about seeing where you're going inside your mind.
Oh.
I want you to imagine we have an invisible map right here. Wherever you want, you just poke your finger anywhere you want. Right now, do it. Boom. Now you don't know where you're going.
Rock
right?
loves this shit too.
But right there.
Oh, he's
where
making me be
you're going,
active? He's making me
coordinates,
like games?
completely random numbers. Do you think you can visualize those random numbers there at the tip of your finger?
Yes.
Just think about that first digit.
He's thinking about his bank account.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yes.
Is that the first digit? The random? Okay. Say the full digits, all the numbers inside your mind. Look at me.
Instagram doesn't have. I can't go back. I'm gonna screenshot that image of Rock looking dead serious with the. Fuck.
These random numbers, no significance to you, just completely random. Tell us what are the order?
In my mind, he's like trying to outdo, like he's trying to like fuck him up. Like he's seeing all these different.
What is it?
I'll think of two numbers at the same time.
When The Rock takes over the world and he's like the next dictator, when he's the president, that's his thing. He does actually do that in wrestling.
7127.
87127, like that, right?
Wow. Okay. Holy shit.
Just fucking
amazing.
slaps
Should we
him.
keep going?
You embarrass The Rock.
Let's run it.
Does anyone have my tequila? Because this is needed right now. It's
Oh
coming
my!
in.
Oh my God! He just can't like.
sauce.
He needs it, but he like again. He's gonna tear him on it. Imagine if that's like think of a word. It's just all his brands. You know?
Okay, I love it. I want you to imagine. We get there. We're going on a voyage.
kinda his
We head to
coffee.
those coordinates. We'll get to the island. and
Do you think there's coffee in there? Or
There
it's
might
a
be some coffee in
70-30.
there. I think it's 70-30.
A 7-20-10. Tear him
Yeah.
on his own some coffee. Just fucking. That's why he's sweating so much. He wasn't even working out. He's just mixing his drinks.
Finger in the air.
Dwayne, what's wrong? I can't put my finger down. It's stuck like this.
What if we tried Black Adam again?
That's the shit he says to his wife 3 a.m. when the Terramana and Zoa
James
cools
guns out.
down.
James guns out. It's my turn. New hierarchy in the DCU.
You know what, though? You know what? The way Paramount is and those people over there, I could see The Rock fucking try it again and actually make a play out of it. I think he'd be able to appeal to some of those people. So
all the characters from the Moana universe, everyone, but there's one that's standing out. Can you visualize this character, the one you're just thinking of?
Yes.
Out of everybody, all the different characters from the Moana universe, who's the one that you visualize?
no, there's no
Say it
way.
out loud.
Say
The one I saw.
Yeah.
Taka.
Taka.
Yeah, there's no way. He knows.
Spell
He
Taka.
T-E-K-A.
he tries to not play. You know. Oh God.
T-E-K-A. Taka.
Mind freak.
Oh man, I need a drink. Holy fuck.
Should we keep going? We go
He's
on
sauce,
the-
man.
Yeah.
He's
He's
been up
probably
for like 13 hours. And he's just
Cancel
doing this
that.
fucking
Cancel that.
card
13
trick.
hours, 13 days, more like it. He's
I
been
need
like,
another drink.
what's this? Rock, this is gasp. This is like your new word. I don't remember agreeing to this. Yeah, you did last week. Gasp. You said, you gasp when you work out on the gym. Sure.
Hold on.
That's incredible.
You see all the characters from the Moana universe, but then you're in shock. You see somebody from your life, someone that would be absolutely impossible for me to know. Can you admit, completely random person? Is there any way I could possibly know who this person is?
There is 100% zero way that you would know this person.
scary.
I have never mentioned this person's name ever.
Okay, this might be kind of tough. We'll try this. Just in the same way that the ocean calls out to Moana in the film,
Yes.
I want you to call out to this
Yes.
person inside your
Yes.
mind. Let's just start with the first letter. Just say the first letter inside your mind. Over. G. Is it G? When was the last time you thought about this person before right now? When was it?
Years ago.
Years ago.
Years ago.
Absolutely impossible.
Last time he
to say.
slept.
No way.
Call out to this person inside your mind. Say their full name over. Over. Next time you see Gretchen.
George Bush.
What? Wow.
Who's Gretchen?
Gretchen was my first girlfriend when I
Whoa.
was.
Why is he thinking about it? Why is he thinking about Gretchen right now? He's got some Terramana in him.
What a
P21.
what a reveal! Yeah, if she could see me now, she
He's
could
like,
see
cut
me
this.
now.
Cut this right now. He like stands up.
Yeah, that's crazy. Think the first
What a
girlfriend.
gift. That's beautiful. Man, now I'm gonna get in trouble for all my other girlfriends.
There you go. See,
That's amazing. Hey man, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Tori.
they hit like 10 of those, like when he says that's you don't need another.
Oh man. Thank. As you guys know,
Okay, one more, and then I have another one to bring up, and then we'll be calling this.
All right, that is a.
1:30 a.m. Closing the gym out. Whenever I land other countries, multiple time zones, I immediately hit the gym regardless of time. Training is a very effective way to recalibrate your system, which I don't disagree with, actually. I liked working out on vacation. Get you ready to take care of business. Give it a shot next time you travel. Oh, he threw the hang loose. Gaze winning points for me. And then we got some fire emojis. Good work. Good work.
That is a wrap. Happy Sunday. No, happy Monday. No, it's Monday here in
He has no
Japan.
fucking
Just
clue where
landed
he is.
about 3 hours ago.
Oh, he's in Japan, thank God.
It's around 1 o'clock in the morning, I think. So good to be back here in Tokyo.
This monster manages to record this video, and dozens of other Japanese people are just trying to work out. This guy's in the corner just speaking to him fucking self.
Continuing our Moana Global Press Tour. This will be the last stop. Man, this tour has been crazy. It's been insane. Unbelievable. It's been electric. It's been really beautiful too.
They're
as well.
telling me.
Can't wait to see everything.
You imagine it's like they're fucking telling me the tracking's really bad. They're telling me it's gonna be the worst Disney bomb since Snow White.
Gretchen
Fucking
hasn't answered me.
yeah, she just sent me a photo of the tracking for Moana. She said you still ain't shit. I had to
You're
put
still
on the
smaller than Winston.
yeah, just a picture of Winston and her. I had to sing the fucking song. You know how many times I've sung this fucking song outside,
Holy fuck,
and
I
now it's
forgot he's done
bombing. Yeah, at least 50 times.
Everybody here, all the Japanese press. So good to be back. brings back memories. We shot The Smashing Machine here in Tokyo.
The one I was nominated for the Golden Globe.
I've been here so many times.
Didn't win, but I told my family
came here
speech.
to wrestle a whole bunch of times too as well. Had just really.
Could you imagine that too? One time we get to a point where The Rock's last 5 Instagrams are all like 95% the same thing. He like doesn't know that he's recording. He starts talking about this family hope speech again, but we're not there.
Just chugging his Terramanas. He's on 90-10 ratio at that point.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, 5% for the P21 mix in there. That'd be good. Last time he thought about her was before he started drinking the 70-30. That unlocked him. It's like, what's that fucking Bradley Cooper movie where he takes the pills? Yeah, that's what he does. That's that's what he does. So
incredible matches. And anyway, the fans are the best here. I just wrapped my workout.
He remembered he was a wrestler.
Let me see what time it is. I gotta get going. I think it's about 1 o'clock in the morning.
Why is he whispering? There's not a fucking
I gotta
soul
go to
in
work
there.
in about 5 hours.
There's 2 guys there in the back.
6 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah.
1:25. Monday.
Oh, liar. It's not 1:30.
Yeah.
As always.
Beautiful Tokyo.
Funny, my Papa Tui.
Yeah.
That is a wrap. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Let's have a productive week. That's it. Closing this gym out.
He's long.
Shall we? Let's do it.
He's like in the back rooms right now.
Productive week.
I would kill to have The Rock in a Backrooms movie, man.
But he's like with his Instagram like the entire time. He's just talking through his phone. That's the perspective of the whole movie.
All right, I lied. There's a couple other. Hang on.
Dermatologists all agree.
I wish I could.
slows aging and it protects your skin.
My guys, we only got one skin.
SPF 30 facial moisturizer.
Okay, so it has. Okay.
I'm not worried about the sun. Let's go.
Is this like? Is it just a sunscreen?
There's also moisturizer.
It says we have a phenomenal SPF 30 facial moisturizer, so that would just be that. Yeah.
He blue balled us though. It was a thumbnail of him, and he wasn't even in there. Actually, it wasn't. It was just that. So, what are the comments on this video? Fire, trophy,
Yeah.
hard eyes.
Heart. You're awesome.
Jeez Louise. What's he doing here?
We are here
He's
in
got Terramanas.
beautiful.
Should we be concerned?
He's on the balcony with a 70-30.
There we go.
WWE Brazil.
Hey.
Fuck Papa
We're here in beautiful Brazil.
Just whips the bottle
launched
at them.
Terramana here.
Fuck you, asshole.
I hope all of Brazil loves Terramana, and I'm gonna put this down really quickly, and I'm gonna pop this bottle. And before I pour mine, I'm gonna pour Maya's.
Oh, thank you.
Here we go. You're so welcome. And this Terramana toast goes to, of course, our
It gave me a rash.
Yeah, my fucking ball skin's falling off because of you. You told me to double layer, you prick.
Man, that would be the funniest fucking end to this Papa Tui journey. If it just comes out, it's like, yeah, just they like lied to the FDA of what the ingredients
Melts your
are.
fucking skin off. Yeah.
Sydney, London, Brazil, LA, New York, Japan.
Can you imagine after this video, he's like, "Give me that fucking drink back." Like he didn't let her. He didn't let her sip it. he just downs in front of her.
Yeah.
Miami, Puerto Rico. It's been incredible. It is such an honor to be not only on the road promoting Moana, but what an honor to be here in Brazil. Hey. Cheers, Maya.
Cheers.
Cheers to all you guys out there. To Brazil. All right, they're ready. We have a big fan event this today. This restaurant with the journalist.
Yeah.
The
oh, he's lost.
sitting down at the
Did you ever see the Stepfather horror movie?
Penn Badgley?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And their big selling point that he's in the trailer, it's a big moment in the movie where the big reveal happens that he's the killer, and they call him a name, and he's like, Cal, like, I just don't know, he's Cal. And like, yeah, Cal. He's like, and he looks up, he's like, who am I here again? I just want The Rock one time to look up, and he's like, what are we talking about again? But just like completely like the trance is broken, like a Get Out situation, and they're like, Terramana. Oh yeah, Terramana's event. Like that's what it just looked like there. It's a cry for help. He just needs someone to pull him out of this, you know. So, oh yeah, he must have a weekly quota for Instagram posts he has to make. Probably.
The press conference has really been amazing, and the love and the warmth here.
Because some of these he's just cutting like very half-ass promos. Just like, give me this and let's go.
Oh yeah.
Everybody out there.
He's got to get a drink in his hand.
Te amo, Brazil. Love you guys. I love you.
Papa doing.
Papa doing. All right. Actually, hang on one second. I just got to see.
What is that one? Yeah, what is that one? Just set a Guinness World Records.
All right, this is a really cool deal here.
Oh, look at that. Our Terramana set a Guinness World Record. Hell yeah, this was a fun one. The longest foosball table in the world? That doesn't sound like a... Okay, our record-breaking... Oh, are you fucking kidding me? He's saying the record-breaking thing for the Terramana, a record-breaking table was built with one purpose, bringing people together with 48 nations represented. It's celebration of friendly competition. So he's saying his tequila hasn't broken the brand. The tequila that's name is on the table for being the longest foosball table is the record breaker. Our Terramana just set Guinness World Records. What a way to like spin that,
this was
man.
A fun one.
Here, can't wait to show you guys this. You're looking at a small piece of the world's largest ever foosball table. And this was built by Terramana in the spirit of Share the Table.
Yeah.
We have 48 nations represented in this table. Now, it's not about setting a world record. It's cool as shit. Of course, don't get us wrong. That's really cool. But the whole
That was
idea
the
behind
reason.
this
That was
again,
the
just to
exact
bring
reason.
everybody
The promo.
together, bring every country together.
Yeah, because then he can say, hey, Terramana,
In the spirit of competition.
Guinness World Record holder.
in
And
the
everyone would
spirit
go, oh, it's
of-
probably something to do with the drink, right?
Yeah,
Sales,
yeah.
flavor. No, we built a fucking long foosball table with Terramana. All right.
of respect. That's what we wanted to do here with Terramana. And also, it's a little nod to me because your boy won many foosball tournament championships back when I was in Hawaii. I'm going to sign this table.
Nice.
And I'm going to take a shot, this kind of shot, in the spirit
This guy.
of sharing.
He is, you know what? He is drinking a
There's
lot.
some consistencies in all these videos. He didn't used to do this, Rock. He used to be off the sauce.
I can do these fucking ads, all right? Just let me drink. Give it back. And they're like, well, we need him to put out 20 more Instagrams this week, so we better get to it. But every video we've watched, he's drinking.
And in the spirit of creating the world's biggest foosball table. Cheers to Terramana hosting this really cool event.
So he basically
I'm
just
gonna
cheered
do
to
this
himself.
with my eyes closed.
Yeah. Oh.
How many takes?
50 because he was sloshed. He's okay. Now give me 1 second. You can kill some time or anything, but I'm gonna pull up the other rock video that it was from a few weeks ago though, so I have to find it. But Emily sent it to me, so
Okay. I
You know-
have
oh,
one.
go
Okay. One quick thing to shout out on what we've
Yep.
been watching. I finally watched the Avatar Aang movie that was
Oh,
leaked
yeah?
forever ago, but Shay and I waited. Got Paramount Plus, watched it. Holy fuck, boys! It was goddamn amazing.
It's worth it?
It was amazing. Like it is. Okay, yeah. Avatar, Last Airbender, it's definitely still got sauce, and I'm pretty hyped. Especially being like so deflated from that live action, I couldn't even get through.
yeah.
I just totally jumped off that that watch along. The animation style, so incredible. Like they do a pretty darn good job at like bringing back all the OGs, and like they kind of have some good stuff to work with. The animation out of everything though is just insane. Like it's just so next level. It's really really awesome. I feel like the villain, it's voiced by Dave Bautista. Actually, he does a really good
Really?
job with the Taga is his name, and he is a really good villain. It's pretty obvious that like what's gonna happen. Like I think there's a little bit of simplicity in the story of like, okay, well I kind of expect us to go there. I didn't care. It was an amazing watch. It was so fun. We're definitely gonna be rewatching it in the future, and highly recommend if you're a fan of Avatar: Last Airbender. Of course, it takes place after the show, but I think that's fine. I think if you're unless you're like thinking about watching that OG show, then yeah, obviously watch that first because that's one of my favorite shows of all time. But if you got Paramount Plus and you just want to, watch a family-friendly adventure, definitely would recommend it. It's worth the watch. And I was very, very pumped and very sad that the whole movie was leaked early, just because I can tell that a lot of holy fuck that bug, especially when they jump right in front of the webcam. They just look massive. But you can tell like a lot of love and care was put into that project, and yeah, I'm excited to see like the next animated projects that come out of the Team Avatar projects.
Nice. Yeah. That's cool. Here we go. I found it. I think this is actually a genuine thing, but it's more just what he says is not questionable, but brings up some questions.
I just completely gave away my life.
What's your stroke of choice?
See about Gretchen.
Domination.
Okay, all right, fine. I mean, I was going swimming. Obviously. Whichever way you want to dive in, I was going to say you don't strike me as a
right. I get it. Maui, the ocean, that kind of stroke.
Yeah, domination.
I went to a whole other place.
Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. Final one.
Just domination.
I'm going, where is it with it?
Like, look what he says. Like
What's
the
your
way he
stroke of
says it.
choice?
Domination.
Okay, all right, fine. I mean, I was.
Now, two things here. One, that is not a stroke. There's no. Well, I guess there could be a stroke, but domination's usually like a vibe. There's not just stroke domination. And this is what I talked to Emily about. Do you think who is he in this scenario?
The receiver, right?
Like someone's dominating him, right?
Yeah.
That's how I take it, right?
Yeah.
Because
he's very powerful guy. That's usually how
Yeah.
that happens, right? He wants to be on the receiving end. Yeah.
that face he had when he got asked it looked like
He's
someone
thinking
would
about
win.
Gretchen, man.
He was thinking about he.
What's your stroke of
He was
choice?
like,
What does that even mean? Stroke of choice.
well, he was talking about swimming choice. The interviewer.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. So he went to the sex thing. That the interviewer was just talking about how do you swim, backstroke, breaststroke, and the
It's like
Rock.
ball gags.
Domination.
Okay, all right, fine. I mean, I was going swimming. Obviously.
And like, would he not think it's weird? This guy's fucking asking sex questions on like
That is
the
strange.
kids' press release. You know.
Whichever way you want to dive
But you
in,
know
I was
what?
gonna say you don't
I think we got
strike
some
me.
genuine Dwayne Johnson.
Oh, right.
here,
I
you
get
know?
it.
So it's nice to
Maui,
see.
the ocean, that kind of stroke.
He's like, I need
I
some
went to a whole
Paramount.
other place.
That's all he's thinking of.
It's fine. It's fine.
I really
final one.
fucked up, guys.
Just domination.
Yeah, there you go. That's the Rock. All right, let's get
Good
through
update
these.
on the Rock's life.
I'll let you. I don't know how you want to title that Rock cutout, so I'll let you get fancy on that one.
Are you keeping track of these numbers? I got the ads.
I
I
ish.
got some of them. I got. Okay.
I think there was like 130 to now, like 216. I think it's somewhere in there. I think it's in there.
140 was when we started that, actually.
Okay.
There we go.
So I don't know what we could title that, but it's a problem with the
figure it
Rock
out.
stuff. Yeah.
I'll figure it out.
I did put 70-30 Rock. Okay. What are you on about?
Well, are you going? Where are you? Are we moving along to trailers, or what are we doing here?
Yeah.
What the fuck am I doing here?
Let's take our final ad break. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's take our final ad break. We're back. We're back. All right, we're gonna do a bit quicker because what do we have? Yeah, we won't. Let's see.
There's like an hour's worth of trailers in here, just so everybody knows. I was folding laundry while I was doing this, or once in a while I had to pause the trailer, but man, I swear it was like 45 minutes straight of just trailer watching. I'm not complaining or anything, but just it's dense.
One at a time, please.
100%. 100%
Okay.
I felt.
I'm
Couple of
gonna
these trailers not super fresh or new either. I'll just put that little disclaimer out there.
Yeah, I'm gonna answer these two quickly because they were in the news, and again, patrons do. Patrons send the question. Maddie did ask those Patreon questions. We're not gonna get into full Odyssey. I'm just gonna quickly list off the Odyssey achievements. Kirkland, biggest opening global for Christopher Nolan's career, surpassing Dark Knight Rises. Third biggest rated R film of all time for opening. Biggest opening for a live action film this year. Only had a 29% drop in its second weekend. Had a best second weekend for a Christopher Nolan movie. Beat beat the opening weekend of Oppenheimer. This thing's on track to make $1 billion.
Hell yeah.
Maddie put its best way here. Final predictions for it. On a scale 1 to 10, how surprised are you? And the percentage of the... Oh, we already talked about that to the Odyssey thing. I think Odyssey would obviously not going to beat 2 Avengers. And I'll say I'm like... for surprise, I'm like I don't know, out of 10? I'm like a 6.57 because I always thought it was going to get to like 700 million. Didn't think it'd make $1 billion. But if someone would have told me that, I wouldn't say like it's impossible just because Nolan's got that juice. And if he makes something great, I've even talked to my sister, had no interest in seeing this, was like, all right, enough people told me to see the Odyssey. I'm going to go see the Odyssey. It just has, once I saw it, I was like, okay, it does have it. So I didn't think it was an impossibility. But yeah, incredible. Do you think it was going to be doing this well, Kirkland? It's tracking right now to hit $1 billion. So
I did not. I don't think I thought Oppenheimer would either, though. And I
just
feel
under
like,
$1 billion. Just under.
But still, like
that number.
Wait, it didn't make $1 billion?
No, it's like 900 something. It got close.
Wow.
Yeah.
I always thought that was the big deal because didn't Barbie
get $1 billion? Yeah.
I thought both of them made $1 billion. That's why it was such a crazy
Nada.
thing. Okay, I was lied to. Yeah, definitely surprised. I think it's like it is like an adventure flick, but like it's I don't know. Some of the things they tackle are like pretty out there, and I feel like if you have no idea what the fuck is happening, like going into this movie, it could be pretty daunting. Even like the names of the characters and like what they're talking about. Like I have heard that from a lot of people that have seen this. Is like beginning of the movie, I had no idea what the fuck was happening. But it's just so well made that they just stuck around for the ride and they enjoyed their 3-hour flick, and I think that's pretty awesome. I definitely think it's deserved. It's an amazing film, very well made. Especially like I don't really get a lot of like I mean I'm not on Twitter. I don't get like the hot press of what people are thinking. But like the few little trinkles of things that I have seen are people like complaining about like the dumbest things about this movie, and I didn't even know that was like really a talking point.
Yeah,
it shouldn't be, and it probably even isn't in like the grand scheme of things. Clearly not, because it's making
not.
a lot of money.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Because
old tale.
That was on a Travis Told You where, and we talked, and I can just dovetail because I think I talked about this somewhere, but maybe not because it's been in person conversations. Maybe it was on Comic Con Cast a little bit, which has a long one. But I was on Travis Told You, and I think it was something like Lupita said in the press about being a woman's perspective. Yeah. I'm like you were, even though I am more tapped in. Mike had brought up that as a question, and I didn't even know what he was talking about till I looked into it, right? And I follow like Nolan Counts and everything like that. And he was talking, we were talking, he had a question around like, oh, do you ever worry that, these things, because we've seen this with Supergirl and the Marvels and other things, like these communities can have a big impact because like obviously social media and all these videos. And I thought it was valid, and I always said like, oh, there's probably a small percentage, but I think this movie more so than ever has, and people can debate me, but I'll never take that debate. I think this movie has convinced me, or not convinced me, has cemented that all those other movies that bombed or didn't do well and they had those people behind them, they were just always never going to do well, which I kind of already thought. That was my point that I made in that Travis Told You, that I think the movies are going to do what they do regardless. But this especially, where it feels like online it's such a big hubbub, but really either those people are lying and they're going to go see it anyways, or they are a very small minority and people don't care that there's a trans actor in there, or there's Lupita Nyong'o playing this character, right? So that's where it seems like to me, like, sure, those type of sides of people can claim like, oh yeah, we took down the Marvels and we took down Supergirl and yet but no, they didn't. It was just the movie-going audience, for whatever reason, wasn't interested in that particular movie. So that's why I'm happy with this. I just feel like, too, for people going forward, and not talking about Mike, I'm talking about people that, like, listen to those channels or get really riled up. To me, I would just take that as, like, what am I doing? I think all of us should have those moments where you take a step back and you go, okay, maybe I'm wrong. Luckily, it's never about stuff like this because I'm not going against, like, trans people, or I'm not racist. Like, I'm never having this crisis of conscience in my 30s being like, oh my God, like
couldn't imagine.
Yeah, like
to have so little stress in your life that's really what you're focusing your pain and attention.
Like, I had that maybe when I was like 13 or 14 when I said the F word and met a gay person, be like, oh, maybe you shouldn't say that because it might hurt someone's feeling. You might go, you know what, as a dumb kid, you're like, yeah, I guess you're probably right. That's probably the last time I had some, and I wasn't even like, nope, I'm gonna keep saying it. It's just like you find that perspective early on, and that's where for me we all have that. I'm talking to anybody out there, right? That might not be like completely just fucking nuts. It's for some reason they think like, yeah, like I just would have preferred a white actress, and maybe they don't, they don't, their biblical beliefs or the beliefs like they can't understand the trans thing. But maybe if they're watching these videos or hearing this stuff, and then they go see this movie's gonna be one of the biggest movies of the year, they go, you know what? Maybe this little bubble I'm in, it's not right. It's not a correct thing. Like, this is not like, you can argue it's right or wrong, but to me, I just feel like they'd have to give you pause of like, why the fuck am I listening to these people anymore? Like, why am I even paying any if you're not someone that's just like, you are self-admittedly like a racist. I'm talking about someone, because again, how you grew up or sometimes religious beliefs can you put you somewhere, right? I'm sure I can meet some person in the world where the person's a great guy or great girl and I can be friends with them, but they might not believe in gay marriage because of their beliefs, right? And I would push against them. But there's a difference of not believing in things versus like I'm actively trying to hurt those people. And that's the people I'm talking to. The people that if you watch these videos and you think and maybe you are a good person, but you've fallen into this type of stuff, take that as a reality check of, oh yeah, this stuff's kind of dumb and this isn't in really good faith and people don't really care about this. So it's like, don't waste your hours watching these videos. I think we've all, like I said, had those moments. So I think this movie just proved that minority is, again, online's not a real life thing. People can say a bunch of stuff. And of course, elections, bunch of things, ads, you can use the internet against people in a huge amount. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying the internet and the social media is, don't worry about it. Absolutely not. Like for kids' mental health and stuff, the adults mental health. Like I'm not discounting that. I'm saying in the movie sphere, I don't think it plays as big as a part as we could be led to believe, Yeah.
No, well said.
Yeah. And then the only thing Maddie asked me was about the casting, because you haven't saw it yet, but the guy that was the main lead for Obsession, he's rumored to be in the Mummy now. Well, not rumored. It looks like he's going to be in there. Yeah. Maddie asked, do you guys think, because I'll speak, because Kirkland hasn't seen it. He'll see it before the end of the year, because it's going to be in Golden Geek, so he's going to have to cross off. Do you think Michael Johnston is simply a recast for the actor who played their son in the third movie? If not, any prediction for what kind of role or character he may have? Yeah, I think so. I guess you could make it Jonathan's kid, like the brother, Evie's brother, and say it's his kid. But to me, just even look-wise, he looks like he could be a mix of them. And what I've seen for Obsession, he'd be fucking great. Like, it sucks for that guy who played his kid, but I don't think in the third movie he was that great of an actor. Like, he fits the... What was great about Obsession is he's a questionable character, but because he plays like a likable, like you want to root for him guy, that's what Brendan Fraser had as Rick O'Connell, so you want that. But also the times in Obsession where he's scared shitless, you want that, because that's a great thing about Rick O'Connell and Brendan Fraser in that movie. He's scared a lot. He's not just like I'm the macho, I'll take down the mummy. He kind of seems like a little wuss at times, right? So, and what's funny enough is I feel like in the movie there's a couple, like, Myers was a sex scene in the movie, but that's the only time Michael Johnston's like kind of nude. And like the guy, like they dress him down and like put a lot of baggy clothing, but when you take him off, he has like, he's like working out. He's in good shape. So it's like, he kind of has everything they need. So I kind of hope he is either a recast or like a new son. I don't know. I don't see him as being the mummy. I think the mummy, you need to go and get like some like very flashy actor, like a Willem Dafoe or something like that. Like you need to get, I don't look at him and be like mummy, but again, maybe there's a different vibe. But yeah, I'm very excited by that. I'm excited that we're getting some casting for that. So, all right, Kirkland, let's fucking rattle these trailers. We got a lot of them. I'm gonna start here, actually.
Yeah,
Clay.
Start wherever.
He asked. He's like, "Oh, can I add some trailers?" Absolutely. Any patrons can, especially Patreon producers. You guys really fun in your top tier. Clay, you gotta let me know in the Discord. Why are you making me watch Fall 2 Dead Point? There's no fucking way. I'm gonna search Fall.
You know
what?
I put my foot down. I didn't even watch this trailer, and I
That
have a
trailer.
reason for it. I was about to. I don't fuck with these types of movies, and it's not even just the fact that it's like heights and whatnot. Like I definitely don't love heights. I've gotten better with them over the years. But like these types of movies, I feel like they fit the caliber of like, what was that Franco movie? It was like 57 hours.
127 hours. Yeah.
127 hour. Like I'm not seeking these ever. If I'm on a desert island and I have option to watch these movies or fucking nothing, just watch Coconuts Fall. I'm watching Coconuts Fall 24/7, 365. Yeah, torture porn, those types of movies. Like they deter me from what I love movies, but I no way, shape, or form gonna ever be seeking these out. So
I'm the same.
Clay. I'm not watching this movie, but I definitely aren't watching. Or sorry, I didn't watch the trailer. I'm definitely not watching this movie. And the trailer would not have sold me on that.
I didn't see you log the first one, Clay, so I'm gonna need a full like Discord post.
The first one was them
this.
on like the radio tower,
yes.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I appreciate that it's a new location, new setup. I appreciate that it's like on the side of a mountain this time, and they give you like, oh, when you're at this high altitude, you can go a little nuts and everything. Yeah. So it looks fun. I'm like. I'm the opposite of Kirkland, where I'll watch crazy horror movies and I'll watch torture porn and stuff. But yeah, there's nothing about the first Fall that I think, because again, you look at Saw, that's a one location movie. You have to really sell me on the one location of like a great concept or great actors. And with Fall 1 and even Fall 2, I don't have that. But Clay, that's what I just need to know. I need to know why. What is about Fall 2? Because all these other movies that you put in here, I can see why. I can see why you want them on our track record or on our radar. Or why you, and there's one on my radar now, or that why you're interested in them, right? Well, Fall 2, I was like, all right, you scrapping the barrel of this one? Do you know somebody? Did you work on this movie, Clay? Is that what's going on here? So, we'll see what happens. I'm excited. That's what I'm not gonna see Fall 2, but I'm more excited for Cocktail Clay's Discord post. And join the Discord. We're always talking, having a good time. It's free. Don't go join Patreon for that. You can join there. It's a great time, great community. Let's go the rivals of the Amza Kid or Amza King. I was a 50-50 on this. 50% of this trailer I liked, and 50% of this trailer felt like a fake movie Hallmark type of like, oh, this could be bad. There's some stuff. I also have the impression that Matthew McConaughey is maybe going to be just like via flashback the whole time. I don't know for sure, but I feel like the real plot line is the daughter or whoever this girl's taking over, and she's flashing back to the past. So I don't know. These are two movies, Clay. I'm tapped in. I'm looking at a lot of stuff. There's two movies here that I never heard of. This and The Wait. I was like, no fucking clue. But this would have to be word of mouth. I do really want to catch up on movies. As I've said before, I hadn't played a game. And whenever I played some Bond for SideQuest last night, but before that was since Star Fox came out, so back in June. Movies, I haven't been doing much because I've been doing lots of just editing and doing stuff for GVD and then editing our movies and stuff. So I'm behind on, this is going to be the least watched movies I have right now. And then like there's times my lunch breaks down, I've been hanging out with the girls and everything, and I'm working and watching movies with them. I had to fucking watch, what is it? Sherlock Gnomes today. I don't know why, because we do a thing where every day it's someone else's turn to pick a movie. So like it was Gwen's turn and she picked that, and she was, I was like, we try to pick movies we all like. She, I think you could like this. I'm like, it looks kind of kiddie, and she's like, well, we haven't seen it yet, so you don't know. So I'm like, yeah, you're right. And then we watched. I'm like, yeah, that was a bit too kiddie for me. So I think it
sucked, Gwen. You just lost your turn next time around.
Yeah, kind of, but. No, it's fine. They got to sit through 8 hours of Cape Crusader on Friday, so that's what they get. But
I forgot that's out this week, and I'm missing it.
Season 2, yeah, it's gonna be a good time. The guy who plays the Footmaster in House of Dragon, he's voicing Joker.
Strong.
Yeah, Lars is voicing Joker in the season.
Interesting.
Yeah, okay. I think that's a fun pick.
But
I think I can. When he whispers a little bit, I think I can see it. I can see the vision. But you're finding movies, Clay, that I've never heard of. So I want to catch up on movies. This is definitely one though that I need to wait to see like reviews and whatnot. But yeah, what do you think about the King here?
Yeah, I thought this was an interesting one. I definitely had the feeling it was going to slip through the cracks and unfortunately not be one that I see at least right away. I definitely had never heard of this before at all. It reminded me of like a couple different movies that I'd seen before, and I feel like all those movies, I feel like I couldn't name them right now, but like I feel like I enjoy those types of movies, so I don't think there's anything in here that really deterred me in the sense of like I wouldn't like the movie. It's just like a priority thing right now. I got just busy summer and then a lot of things kind of on the trap line, so appreciate it, put it on the radar for sure.
What about The Wait?
This is like, it's so funny what you said, like about a Clay type of like trailer pitch. This is like, oh yeah, this is a Clay type of
100%
trailer pitch. It totally reminded me of like multiple other ones that he's pitched. Looked
like The
really
Order,
enticing.
If you remember The Order. Yeah.
I don't remember The Order.
It's still on my list that I want to watch, but no, I'm with you. This one actually, this is higher on the radar. This one, I'm excited to hear word of mouth for it. So,
absolutely, yeah. This one was definitely interesting. My Russell Crowe stock has never been lower, I don't think, than it is right now. But I was like, okay, he actually looks kind of an interesting character here, and just like the Hawkman himself, I love Ethan Hawke. I feel like recently the roles that I've seen him in have been like, not like side roles, but like not the main hero role. Just a couple maybe antagonist roles, because he's the one in the Black Mask, right? He's like the Black Mask guy.
yeah, he's in Black Mask. He's really good.
Yeah.
At that. Or is it Black Mask? No,
What's that? The Black Phone.
Black
That's
Phone.
what it is.
Yeah.
He's the guy in the mask in the Black Phone movie. And then of course as Arthur. I almost said Fleck, but that's not right.
No, I can't remember what his name is, but Moon Knight.
Yeah, Moon Knight villain. So like that's just kind of what I'm thinking of when I think of him recently. I feel like there's another project I just saw him in. Maybe not. Maybe not. But regardless, I think this is a cool adventure story. It's an era that I'm not usually watching movies in lately, and I think it could be a really, really fun adventure with some stakes to it. And yeah, I like the pitch.
Yeah, I did too. I think the trailer showed a bit too much, in my opinion. But I get you got to sell some of these smaller movies. But yeah, I think if people like this one, I will be checking this one out. There's one where the King wants, okay, this could be good, could be not. This is like, okay, this is tugging on my Red Dead Redemption type of bone right now. So yeah, I'm definitely that one's on the radar. So let's see here. Idiots. I will not watch this movie.
I agree. I will not watch this movie.
No, I did. I had seen just some images of it because I saw the trailers out there. And don't get me wrong, I like Dave Franco, and there's a lot of people. Kieran Shipka's in here. I like, Peter Dinklage. So like, there's things to like in here.
Peter Dinklage. I saw him. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing in this movie? Like, this like just arguably one of the best actors around right now, and he's in Idiots. But okay.
Maybe it's a dynamite script, right? Maybe. Yeah. I don't know. This Dave Franco. This is the most he's ever felt like his brother. I'll say that as well too.
I was gonna say it looks like another Franco brother role, but they're like, oh, can't get that guy, so we'll go with Dave.
Because I actually feel like James Franco and Dave Franco don't feel too similar as actors.
Definitely.
Like they're comedic, but they don't have that. This was like, I felt like I've seen Franco, like James, do this type of role.
Yeah.
I don't know if you say better or worse, just this, and I don't know. It just, maybe it's a movie that it's more funnier in the movie and on the trailer, but this trailer did not make me laugh, and it just kind of felt like we were talking about Dumb and Dumber earlier when Jim Carrey's like, oh, you want to hear the most obnoxious sound in the world? Like, I'm not saying the trailer was that, but it just was like, I want to get this done.
It seems like it's gonna be that in the movie when the movie actually comes.
So maybe it's again, I've seen bad trailers. Maybe people recommend it, and I'll happily be wrong. But this trailer did not make me. It's off the radar, far from the radar.
Mason Thames too as the role, who's like he's just like the shithead son or whatever.
Wasn't working for me.
I really liked him in How to Train Your Dragon, and then I see him in this, and I'm like, I don't think this is the
miscast in my opinion.
Yeah.
I know him from you're speaking of Black Phone. He's the lead in the Black Phone movies with Ethan Hawke, and he's really good in those. And yeah, there's just some here is like, I'm not buying you this way yet. And again, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'd watch him like, oh, he has that gear, but I don't know, something about it just felt a little off. So we will see. Jumanji.
Yeah. We just talked about fucking Dwayne The Rock Johnson for an hour.
We did. I should have led with that, so you could put that in the cutout, but too bad. Man, you go first. I got to pull something up.
Man, indeed, if I speak. Well, I'm about to. Honestly, I like the Jumanji, like the new Jumanji movies enough. I think the first one's probably my favorite. I haven't rewatched them in a while.
Isn't there
but I
only
remember
two?
like. Okay, that would make a lot more sense then. So
like for the Rock ones, there's only two. I'm not counting the Ron Williams ones. Yeah,
I thought there was a third already. But
this is the third.
Yeah, I like those movies enough. I think they're fun. I thought the second one did a good enough job as a sequel to like not just completely redo the same thing, like having the different people like Danny DeVito.
Like the first or the second Rock one.
The second, yeah.
Okay.
When I'm talking about first and second right now, it's just the Rock ones.
You're
okay?
fucking up big time. I'm like, yeah, I knew the second was, and then you're like, oh, DeVito. Like, oh, wait a second.
Yeah, no, but I thought, they're not just completely rehashing, they're evolving, and this one is doing that again. I think this is like the least interested I've been in all of these. I imagine I'll still see these. I imagine I'll have a good enough time with it for sure. It Yeah, I think there's some fun to be had with them like kind of defaulting to their generic settings, but then they just like go back in the video game again, and then it's just like they're in the exact same situation. So I thought they like kind of had me in the open world setting, and then it reverts back, and I kind of lost me a little bit. But I'm sure I'll see it at least on streaming, bare minimum. But yeah, my overall interest on these new Jumanji movies is kind of the lowest it's ever been.
Let me pull you up the shot here. Just says everything I need to say.
Get in the back. Hey! If you listen to me, I should be the one to... Oh,
I guess I should full screen it just so you can get the full backgrounds on these characters and the clear location they're actually at.
Get in the back. Hey! If you listen to me, I should be the one to...
Oh yeah, I see it.
Listen to me,
Like we can't even just have these people go to a real side of the road somewhere. Like
No,
wild.
That. They're in they're in Dwayne the Rock Johnson's backyard right now. That's where they are.
Oh, I got my green screen over there. Film all my Terramana videos. Fuck, man. Yeah, this is not like a franchise I hate or anything. I'm sure people might think because I feel like a lot of people dog on this and might think I'm one of those or think it's like Minecraft. No, I remember the second movie, the first Dwayne Johnston movie, the second movie, having a fun time with. Thought it was a great concept. Went, okay, this worked. I really don't remember that third one much. I remember seeing it, but it felt like already it was Return of Diminishing, or what am I thinking of here? Return of Diminishing. Yeah, a Law of Diminishing Returns. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for, right?
Sure.
I was gonna say Diminishing Goods, which still works, but I knew it was wrong. But it already felt like, okay, we've played it out here, but those movies kept making money, so they clearly gonna make another. This already feels again more like you said, oh, we're doing something new, and then we go right back to everyone's in a game, and this time, okay, Kevin Hart's a kid and Rock's a lady, and all right, sure. It is kind of crazy to see Alex Wolff still doing this.
Yeah,
I would have thought after Hereditary, his career is going to go a different way, which is just so crazy, though, right? Like, I guess I know it's not a horror. Well, no, it's a horror movie, because I was going to say, right, and I'm not saying it's the same way, but you look at David Johnston. He has a good career. He has two, I'd say, big performances now, A Long Walk and Alien, but still, we talk about how, like, after Alien, everyone's like, oh, that fucking guy, right? I'm not saying people did that with Alex Wolff, but it still feel like a lot of people are like, man, Alex Wolff is really good in here. He has to do a lot of stuff. It's crazy the trajectory some careers can go, right? Where Dave Johnston, I feel like, gives like 1 to 2 all-star performances, and like now you're fucking Black Panther, and now his life could be made. As long as he's good, that guy's going to be having fucking $100 million mansions. In 20 years, he could be like down and be like, hey, you want me to come back? You gotta give me $50 million. He could be, living that career that Chadwick was going to live, right? And then you got Alex Wolff, who's just like, still playing like Fifth Banana of the Rock here, and he's screaming for his mom, and he's, I don't know, our age older. I don't know. It just was weird to see him like this, but I don't know if I'll see this theater. One, good luck to them. This is coming out the weekend after Doomsday and Dune 3. I know it is for family markets, but still, I think there's also just like families will spend money on Doomsday and also be like, we've been in the theaters a lot. Let's not go. I've not seen, I don't think the kids have seen any Jumanjis. So I think I'm going to have them watch the Robin Williams ones, the OG, and then these two. And they like, they like The Rock. They like Jack Black too. He's in a bunch of stuff. So if they like this, I'd be down to take them to theaters and go see this. It's going to be a fun time. So it looks like more of the same, where I think that first movie did have something, a new fresh coat of paint. That paint is kind of rubbing off now, and I think it's like chipping and stuff. So there you go. I'll start with this one because I'm sorry I put this in here. It ends. I got nothing to say. I've heard buzz about it. Looks like it could be a trippy movie, but I think this is one of those movies that I bet there's lots of stuff they don't want to reveal, and lots of just like pacing in the movie they don't want you to guess. And I feel like it kind of makes like a bad trailer. And not exactly that, but I remember when I made the first Adrenochrome trailer, we didn't want like the full plot out there. So it's like, okay, we only have a 45-minute movie or 49-minute movie. What do we show that doesn't give that all away? I don't know how long this is, but that's what this felt like, where it's like, oh, we got a great concept here, but how do you show that off? Which, maybe these are the trailers, but this, at least with Adrenochrome, I could have some other stuff. This was very much like, I don't know. It didn't sell me, but I've just heard good things about it. So I put it in there. Neon, they've been making a lot of stuff we like lately. So, but after watching the trailer, I'm like, oh, I bet this is one where Kirkland's like, why'd you fucking make me watch this? I don't know what to take from this. You know?
I thought I was watching the wrong trailer at first, and then, I mean, there's a lot of like quotes and whatever. The funniest one that that got me just chocolate was like, it's gonna make you question your entire existence, and I'm like, okay, settle down there. I doubt
it does.
No matter how good this movie is, I doubt it's gonna make me question my own existence. But
we just talked about the Odyssey, right? Some people might question their existence.
That's very true, actually. Yeah, I mean, I don't know any of these people. It seems like more of like a indie type film project, and like cool, like there's not. It's like a Gravity situation, right? Where there's like just Sandra Bullock, just George Clooney. That's the entire movie. Like that type of like where it's like very low, like locations wise, not a lot's revealed, which was probably for the best. But like you said, I think it just equals a bad trailer. I was like just so like done with it, but then by the end of it, I'm like, okay, maybe I will watch this after some word of mouth, like if it is really positive. But they clearly didn't sell me with the trailer. I think it's
gonna change your life though.
I can't even say it's an interesting concept because I don't even know what the fuck this movie even is. But I guess it's gonna change my life.
I think that's the tough thing too, where it's like there's that line of like you don't want to reveal too much, but then if you don't sell people on what it is, they'll just forget about it and move on, right? And that's where I felt like with this one, that maybe if it pops up in streaming or something, and I hear enough good things from people I know, then sure. But I feel like this will be gone for me in a couple days, you know. Sacrifice. I'm Taylor Joy. She's leading the cult. They kidnap Chris Evans. He's an actor. I think this looks like this could be maybe an underrated hit for the year, or like that like 20 to 30 Rotten Tomatoes. Like, oh, have you seen this movie? Oh no, I haven't. Oh, don't worry, it's fucking awful. I don't know what to take from this one. I'm intrigued though. This is a movie though that even if it was rocking the 20 to 30, I'd be like, you know what? I'm gonna take a look. You know, Annie Taylor-Joy's young about volcanoes. She's got AK-47. Something about it, but I think it could be a mess as well. So, weird trailer.
Yeah, this is a very weird trailer. For some reason, I could not find like an English version of this trailer. I don't know what the fuck was going on.
I found one after a few searches. I had to search English specifically. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I didn't do that. I just watched a couple videos. I realized they were like all in Russian, and I'm like, is this a meme? Like, is Travis just fucking with me here? Like, this has got to be a real movie. This is Chris Evans, Anya Taylor. I watched the trailer, all in Russian. No idea what the fuck's happening. Definitely cool, like designs, I guess, and outfits and whatnot. And I do really like Anya, but I never even saw the Gorge, which I feel like. I feel like that one was. Yeah, I'm interested in that one. That was Anya, right? Anya and
Miles. Yeah,
Miles. That's right.
It's good until it gets a little like they go pretty hard in the CGI, but you know.
Okay. So yeah, I don't really know how to talk about this one because I saw the Russian version of the trailer. I don't know why the trailer was so hard to find, but I guess it wasn't. I just didn't really search that hard. But still, I searched up Sacrifice movie. Should be right there.
Just put English, and that's how
I know. I didn't want to do that. I was like, I got 55 more trailers to watch. I'll just skedaddle on over.
Matchbox, the movie.
Yeah.
You know, we got Barbie. We got other stuff coming. How do you feel with this?
This movie, to me, man, it looked like the visual equivalent of just like eating boiled chicken with no salt and pepper at all. And it's just like, you're going to be.
I think you're being generous. I think you're being generous there.
A nothing sandwich. And like, yeah, I don't know. It did nothing for me at all. Like.
Do you like the way they try to work in the Matchbox IP? Like when we were kids, we used to do this, and they keep referring back to it. It's like, but
Mattel on the credit thing, and I'm like.
Yeah, it's based off the Matchbox toys.
How does this have anything to do with the fucking movie? Like, I don't know.
Well, the main characters played Matchbox cars as kids, and that's how they're going to drive.
Gang. If I watch this...
Oh, fuck. When he said that...
I guarantee you I would forget this entire movie in like 7 days. Like, less than, probably.
Where is it? When he said the Matchbox...
Shut the fuck up!
I was so out. I was like, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, man.
Like,
are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, I can't even drop the interesting because like it wasn't even interesting. It was just I've said this before. I don't get it. How, other than a few exceptions, Apple TV right now is known as like for TV, they're the hot shit. If you want the best TV shows going on right now, like as a whole network, it's Apple TV right now. You know, Widow's Bay, Margot, Silo's there. Morning Show's great. Severance. There's a bunch of other shows, right? Cape Fear. And like their movies are just so blah. You know, they're just like, it's not there. So it was weird when I saw this. And it's also weird too when they went to the credits. And I guess that's just the state of her career now. But when they did the, you know, blah, 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 this happening. And then it's like John Cena. And then last big shit goes to Matchbox. Like, wow, Jessica Biel doesn't even get a credit now, eh? Like, she was such like a big, like when in the early 2000s, odds for people that weren't growing up at that time, if you were to like see like hot girl posts on early MySpace or Facebook, it was either like, do you like ScarJo or do you like Jessica Biel? It was always those two. Like she had that motion. I was like, she didn't even get like a co-star credit. So I hopefully will never watch this movie ever, but you never know. I do like seeing Cena and stuff. So, another Clay special here. By any means.
By any.
The Mark Wahlberg Yaya one.
Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah. I was really interested. I mean, I feel like I am interested in this to an extent. Yaya.
I'm sure it'll be at a free
big
movie
fan
screen
there.
or like a mystery movie night. I bet that's what this screams.
That's what this felt like. At times, I thought they were gonna go like the exact same route as the Black Klansman like movie. Like I thought it was gonna be like the exact same movie. Like they're talking about like pairing him up with someone, and I'm like, oh my god, like are they actually gonna do this undercover, inspired by true story or whatever the hell it's called? And then we see this character, and I'm like, there's no way that's Mark Wahlberg. Like, that can't be Mark Wahlberg. And they zoom in on his fucking face, and I'm like, man, if I ever watch this movie, I don't think I'll ever be able to look past that nose. Like, I'll just be so distracted while watching the movie. I never got used to it at any point. It's a choice for sure. Maybe like the real life guy had that just ridiculous nose. I think you could just do Mark Wahlberg without the nose. I don't think you need to do that.
I sometimes get it if it's like a very, very, very famous celebrity, you know, like everyone hated Bohemian Rhapsody when they gave Rami the fake teeth, right? But it's like, well, Freddie was known for the teeth, like that was a thing that he was known for, right? So it's like I get it, it might look a little goofy on Rami, but it's like he's one of the Queen, like Freddie Mercury at one point was one of the most recognizable people in the world. So it's like this makes sense where this guy, this story, and the problem is the way this trailer is, maybe all this happened. This does not feel like a real. Is it a real life story?
I thought it said like inspired by true events or something.
Okay, it does not feel like that. This feels like super Hollywoodized. So,
yeah, this is. I think I'd have to hear the word a mouth on this one and really sell me on it, but because there's some interesting things in here for sure.
Yeah, I think for me, I think could be a decent to good movie, but I think the trailer is badly cut. I think it just feels like it's like a cheap, like straight to DVD 2000 sort of thing, right? And then also not just because the nose, I say like Mark Wahlberg was really miscast when they were doing him as like this badass and like he's the guy. It's like, no man, like especially now, like you're trying, like I feel like they're trying to have him beside Yaya and like, oh, Mark Wahlberg, he's one you gotta look out for. It's like, no, it should be the other way around. Like obviously Mark Wahlberg can't be black, so that's not it. But I'm just being like in the situations where Mark Wahlberg's more like he's a detective, but he doesn't want to get his hands dirty. Yaya screams that more than this guy. Yeah, I think to me, this could may work better with a different actor, in my opinion. I don't think Mark Wahlberg matches the vibe that they're going for with this one. I don't buy it at all. So I don't think I'm seeing this one. I'm not seeing that one. Yeah. Sorry, Clay. Hopefully you're not too excited for it. But Carrie, TV show. Do you have any history with any of the Carrie movies? Obviously, classic for Stephen King. They're making a TV show. The Great Mike Flanagan, Haunting Hill House, Haunting of Bly Manor, Midnight Mass. You know, big horror run guy. Yeah. Yes. One of the best in the biz. Dr. Sleep.
I know the story of oh fuck, you're ringing my bells right there. Mm-hmm. I know the story of
Warhammer. He's writing Warhammer.
Oh fuck, you got me now. Yeah, I know the story. I haven't seen any of the projects. I think it's just the two, right? Like the classic movie and then the Chloe Grace Moretz.
Technically, there's three because they made a sequel to the Carrie one, the OG one, that had really nothing to do with the book, if I recall.
Okay. But honestly, this was kind of intriguing me. I thought like the trailer was really good. I liked what was shown. Because this is a series, right? It's not a movie. Yeah,
series.
And I mean, especially knowing that you just listed off, Mike Flanagan.
The Creds. Yeah.
Yeah, and like I haven't seen those Haunting in Hill House or Blind Manor.
Gotta
but
do
I've heard
Hill
they're
House for sure.
Midnight
yeah.
Mass though, like that blew my mind when I watched that. Like just so well made. And I mean, give him a horror series. Like I totally trust this guy to be able to cook, and I really like this trailer. I thought it was good. I feel like, especially it being a series, is a good way to kind of tell that story in a palatable manner.
Yeah.
Like all the hitting beats, like I feel like I kind of know everything that happens just because I do know of the story of Carrie. But yeah, even knowing all that, I was still intrigued, and I don't think I've seen this girl in anything before.
Seems like a lot of new people, which
Yeah.
makes sense. It's a young school, right? So
Apple, is that what this is on?
Amazon. He jumped
Amazon.
ship for Netflix. I don't know what happened. I guess they just were. Couldn't agree on pricing or whatever. Because he had a contract there and he did all the shows with him. But yeah, he did this and then. Wasn't joking. He is writing the Warhammer Henry Cavill series now, so he's an Amazon guy now.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm very excited. This is one of these things where I know everyone's like, "Oh, why are you doing Carrie again?" I get to that most of the time, but with Flanagan, I trust, and I do think there's something with Carrie as a series you could. Which Flanagan will do. I think you can really get into nowadays because also you had the Chloe Grace Moretz one that was in present day, but I think you can really get into cyberbullying and how that works with the online sphere and how that's like a whole nother thing you can't even tackle, right? Like it's hard to just like keep around. So I think there's knowing Flanagan, I think he's gonna do something different, unique with this, but stay true to the source material. So I'll be there October 7th. I think all the young actresses look good. They got I can't remember her name, but the woman that's playing the mother is just gonna fucking kill it. She played like the terrible nun in Midnight Mass. She's playing Carrie's mom, who's like, she's like, you better not do, like, she's very much like, I hate having a daughter. Yeah, so it's like, oh, you know, she's gonna, what a compliment. Like, oh, I know you're gonna play this piece of shit well, but no, she's very talented. So no, I think October 7th. Great time. Drop it in the early months of October or the early weeks of October. I think that's always smart when you got some of these shows like, oh, the last week of Halloween. It's like, no, man, like have some other stuff going on. So no, I'm very excited until I get let down, and I haven't really been let down. I've been underwhelmed by only one series. That's the only one series on Netflix that didn't get like a second season. But another fucking one he did. What's that mirror movie you and Taylor like?
Oculus.
Yeah, he did that too, man. Mike Flanagan.
That's good. That's a good movie.
He's great.
Have you not seen that?
I never have, and it's a WWE movie too, so maybe one day. All right, last trailer, and then Maddie did ask us to rank them, so we're gonna try our best. Which fucking sucks for me because I just deleted them all my notes, so I'm gonna try my best to just rifle them off in my head. Onslaught, September 4th. This is the one that there's 3 soldiers made in a lab. They're all like Jason Voorhees types. You got Andrea Arona as the lead here. You got Dan Stevens as the evil scientist. Rebecca Hall apparently is playing as Dominatrix. Looking like a wild movie, but does it look like a movie you're going to see, Kirkland?
You know, it does. This looks like a fun time.
In theaters?
I'm expecting. Here's the thing. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see about around that. I mean, if the boys aren't seeing,
why did you say like Gandalf
when
when Fro's asking questions on the way to like Baghdad? You know, here's the thing.
Answering riddles. I'm trying to be even more ambiguous than I normally am. Yeah, I do like everything that's shown here. I feel like my biggest like question on this movie is like, how can they sell me that these fucking soldiers do not just murk this child? Like I feel like they're onslaught. They're like unstoppable. Are you kidding me, Adriana? I don't know. Say her last. Adriana. Like, there's no way. There's no way she's gonna be able to defend from these guys. They just seem like they're super soldiers. They can't be stopped.
Yeah, but they always beat Jason, right? There's always some weakness in these movies, so
it's true. Yeah. So that's like my only pushback, which is like nothing to say about the quality of it. Like I think it does look pretty fun and like intense. Like it looks like an action movie with some like horror elements too, which is a fun balance. And yeah, I don't know. I think if I don't see it in theaters, I can like safely say I will see this at some point. But yeah, it would really depend on if we're gearing up for a review and if there's other interest on it with the boys.
Well, so speaking of other interest, I don't got that photo, but that one that goes around that I've been using lately of it's like Odysseus when he looks back to go talk to John. Not that one. Odysseus when he goes talk to John Leguizamo. It's like, if you ever send this to the boys, that knows you're locking the fuck in. That's me an Onslaught. I really like the first trailer. This one, I was like, okay, I'm fucking in. Barring you're getting torpedoed for reviews, I'll be seeing this in theaters. Like I said, if it's rocking a nice 30 to 40, there's gonna be no GV review. The trailer didn't really get me that much, but I like Adam Wingard's work, especially his younger work or his earlier work. I guess younger work still, but like The Guest. I love Dan Stevens gonna be playing this role. This just looked like, I love the world building. The only thing I'd say against it, which is not against it, but man, someone really cut this trailer. It was like, try and make it like 28 Days Later. They had the onslaught will happen. They had like that radio call.
Yeah.
Did not reach that height for me, but I think this did a much better job of just giving me a greater scope. And I was like, okay, I think this could be a big sleeper hit movie, or it could just be one of those that's like Psycho Killer, right? That this trailer is really good, and I get it. I'm like, oh, rough time. But this trailer, it locked me in, and I'm really excited. I have more faith in this than Psycho Killer. This has a lot more of a pedigree as far as the people in it, but it just reminded me too a lot like. If you were to tell me, Kirkland, that Hideo Kojima was making another Metal Gear Solid game and this was the plot or something similar, I was like, you know what? I could buy it. When they just showed like just certain flashes and stuff, I'm like, this feels like weird shit that would happen in Metal Gear. Like, oh, sorry, Snake. These 3 soldiers, they're heavily advanced.
Mads Mikkelsen is one of the soldiers.
Yeah, exactly. He's big, and you gotta protect this girl. So I think it felt very Hideo Kojima, which I enjoyed. So yeah, consider me locked.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
What about the Children of the Blood and Bone? Did you watch that one?
Oh, right. I deleted that accidentally. This is one I wanted to get more into, but we don't have time because we're already going to hit 3 hours. Classic Perc Boys cast. The writer came in a couple weeks ago and says that they want nothing to do with this adaptation. They want their name taken off of it. They blocked a few of the cast members. Yeah, you can look it up. And all I can say is they're talking about this global phenomenon. I thought this trailer was very fine to meh. It's tough because I could see this trailer and be like, I get that there's probably a lot of lore in this book, and they're trying their best to shove it in here, right? So lots of lore, lots of Black Panther isms, I'd say the style. Phenomenal cast. When they show that cast, it's like stacked. But then I saw one thing. Do you know what I saw, Kirkland? That was like the tell point of like, this is not a good time.
What'd you see?
When they gave me the date, and it's a January 22nd or 27th. 90, I'll say 5% of movies, when they release in January is known as the dumping ground in Hollywood. You know why? Because everyone spent their fucking money during Christmas. And that's why if you look at, there's no massive big hit movies. There's a few of them. I think like Taken came out in January, and that's where people felt like, oh, or even John Wick, it's one of those where people thought, oh, this is going to be shit. January is like and why, if this was to be this big tentpole franchise, are you releasing it then when it's still like in the few weeks after Doom and Doomsday where they'll still be making money, or even Jumanji? So that right there told me everything I need to know of, oh, this probably turned out to be a fucking disaster. And that's why also the artist was like, the writer was like, take my name off this. I want nothing to do with this. Yeah, when you talk, I'll try and find the full quote. But yeah, this trailer just looked like a bad time could be in store, but also it could be like a so bad it's so good type of watch, you know? So
I think there's some stuff in here, like as the trailer was going on. I think the lore stuff more than anything is kind of like
bring back the magic
in there. I didn't know it was a book. Makes sense with just how much lore and stuff is in here.
The quote was, she felt like she had been hurt and attacked behind the scenes, wanting to separate her name from production. And then she sent this. She shared a screenshot from February 2025 showing a harsh message from Amanda Stolberg. Do not ever use my name in an interview or video again. Do not text me. Do not call me. Which Amanda Stolberg or Stenberg, I'm saying you got to be careful. I really liked you in Bodies, but like between Acolyte and now this, not great. So yeah, I guess some stuff went down here, and the writer's like, yeah, fuck this movie. Has nothing to do with my books.
Spicy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I probably won't ever watch this. Let's be honest. Yeah. I'll leave it there.
Yep. terms of rank of excitement, this is a lot. Man, I know you didn't know how many trailers we had, but we got a lot of trailers now.
What do I put at the bottom? I'll put Fallout 2 or Fall 2 at the bottom because I didn't watch that.
Yeah, I'll put Fall 2. Then I'm gonna put what was the
Idiots.
It Ends? Yeah. It Ends.
Oh, it ends. It ends.
It ends.
Idiots.
Yeah, well, because he said in terms of excitement, it's always that caveat, right? So I would go Fall 2 and then Idiots, because I'd probably still rather watch It Ends, because maybe there is something interesting in there. Where Idiots, I think I know what that movie is. And then I think I got I probably got Children of the Bone here. Bloodbone.
Yeah, sure. Children of the Bone, yeah.
And then I got...
I'd agree with you.
Maybe the Amazing King one.
I'd probably put Matchbox here.
Oh right, Matchbox. Fuck, there's so many trailers. I gotta go to Patreon. I gotta see these all. Oh god, that was ass.
I'll put Sacrifice next because I got the Russian version and that definitely hindered my excitement.
I would put By Any Means and then Sacrifice. I'd still rather see Sacrifice, but then By Any Means. And then
I'd put By Any Means next after after that. So switch.
And then we got Wait, Onslaught, and Carrie. I would go.
Did you already do the King one?
Yeah, the King would be next now after
I'd put.
I put the King after Matchbox. Wait, no. I put Matchbox. Maddie's be like, this is not the list I asked. Matchbox.
Late, bear with us.
Yeah, it's late, 3 hours, and we had a lot of. It would have been Matchbox, and then the fucking Mark Wahlberg movie, and then the King, and then I'm gonna keep going because I'm on a roll. Yeah. It was Matchbox, By Any Means, Sacrifice. The McConaughey King movie, Sacrifice. The Wait looks interesting. Carrie and Onslaught #1.
Okay, I'll pick up where you were with the King.
Start over. So, what did you think of It Ends?
In there too.
Oh, fuck.
Restart.
Let's just review the whole trailer again. All right, so Jumanji open world. They're doing. Jumanji would go like, I think above where it had the By Any Means. The Mark Wahlberg really bugged me in that trailer, so I'd put it there because maybe that's just dumb fun Jumanji. Where like the Yaya movie could be like, oh, this sucks because it's like a very, I'd rather take the bad family movie versus the bad drama movie, in my opinion.
I'd agree with that for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna. Where am I here? I'll go Matchbox. I'll start there where you were at because I think beyond that we were pretty much similar.
Yeah.
Matchbox. By Any Means. Yeah, Wahlberg definitely.
I hate that title too because anytime you say that, sounds like it's
Yeah.
Say By Any Means.
I'll do the Messiah King next. After that, and then I'll do Jumanji, The Wait, and and then Carrie, then Onslaught. Yeah, yeah. I'm happy with that. That's how I'll do it.
There you go. We did it. Went longer than I thought as usual, but like I said, it's Comic-Con Spider-Man's fault. You know, usually we wouldn't give the Perc Boys a big main topic like that.
For just being
and the Rock. Well, the Rock's usually fine to be a main topic, but Spider-Man, I also didn't think we spent a full hour on Spidey. I didn't think it was going to happen, but that's what you get here. Best of the best here at Geek First. We will be back. Myself, Dylan Taylor, will be back tomorrow with X-Men. You got Bread and Butter coming your way. That's Spider-Man related, and then Spider-Man Brand New Day. This Thursday live, Friday podcast feeds. Promise when you hear from us next, it will not be boring.